sauce for shit. What you want me to prove?
Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on.
Video with your boy Freezing. Join in tonight. No captivity. Only the boss motherfucking bitch fuck with motherfucking Freezing. No captivity. It is.
Spacey got the sauce on.
What up, what up, what up? How y'all feeling, man? No Cap crew in the building. The early No Cap crew, what's up? It's about that time, let's focus. Let's focus and stay down. Stay down for the come up. Let's focus.
Spacey got the sauce on.
Shout out to the early No Cap crew. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. And to support this platform, especially if you're watching the replay, you could send a super thanks. That's what you can do. If you're watching the replay, to support this platform, you can send a super thanks or a cash out. But the super thanks is directly up under the video. That's the heart shape with the dollar sign in it. That is the heart shape with the dollar sign in it. Let's go. top tier mods already in the building. Let's go.
Video with your boy Freezy. Join in tonight. No captivity. Only the boss motherfucking bitches fuck with motherfucking Freezy. No captivity. Get into it.
Sauce boy shit, what you want me to prove?
Spacey got the sauce on.
Is it time to change the definition of wifey material? Should men stop expecting
Spacey got the sauce on.
a traditional woman, a traditional wife? Is that too much to ask nowadays? Well, we're gonna talk about it. Should men be more realistic? Should men curb their enthusiasm?
Spacey got the sauce on.
It is late night. I don't know if you drank your coffee, your Red Bull, but it's time to hang out.
Sauce on.
Come on in through the door. It's the No Count crew.
No Cap-tivity.
Sauce boy shit, what you want me to prove?
Spacey got the sauce on.
It's already understood that women want more out of society, out of life. We've passed the brink of feminism. Women have protested for more. And they are expecting men to understand. It's a new day.
Spacey got the sauce on.
Times in our life,
You got time to sing on it. You sing.
we all have pain.
So then you gonna sing.
We all have sorrow. Then I look at Wayne and I know that he will be ugly tomorrow. Lean on me when you're my cousin and I'll be your friend. I help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need my cousin to care.
No Cap-tivity. Freezy.
What up? You are officially locked in to No Captivity with Freezy, where we tackle issues that sometimes have us trapped in this thing that we call life. But if you know me, you know my motto. To free yourself, you must heal yourself. And if you rock with your dog, please hit that like and subscribe button hard right now. And also comment and share this video. That is, if you rock with your boy, I'm talking about me, Freezy.
No Cap-tivity.
Yeah. Y'all like that sound effect? Let's get it, man. Listen, the No Cap crew is in the building. We hanging out tonight, okay? It's top of the week. We don't care. We're gonna have a discussion. We winning. No Cap crew is in the building. Let's get it. Listen, I want to say I love y'all. And tonight's discussion, it might get a little, it might have a little passion in it, right? It might, it might get a little heated, but it's okay. We're adults. We're adults. But I do have a slew of videos that I wanted to go through, and I wanted y'all to take a journey with your boy Freezy, right? I'm gonna go to the No Cap room in a second. But before I do that, I really would like for you guys to hit that like button. All right? Please hit that like button. And if you don't like something I said, if you don't like anything so far, please, I encourage you to hit the dislike button. Don't be scared. Hit that dislike button, y'all. And listen, to support this platform and to support stories of this magnitude, you can always send a super cap, aka super thanks, especially if you want your comments read. All right, if you want your comments read. And sometimes your boy Freezy, I get carried away. So if you did send a cash cap, especially I can see the super caps, right? But if you send a cash cap, make sure if you send it and you feel like I'm taking too long, say, Freezy, check the cash out, bitch. Write that in the chat. Say, check the cash out, bitch. That's all you gotta write. This is all you gotta write right here. Check the cash out, bitch. That's it. Just write that. And guess what? I'm gonna see your chat and I'm gonna be like, damn, my bad. Listen, you understand what I'm saying? And listen, like I said, to support this platform, you can send a super cap, aka super chat, right? Especially if you want your comments read, or you can send a cash app, aka cash cap, to $Freezy 1976. That's $FREEZY 19 Captivity. Yeah. So, because we gotta help keep these lights on. You feel what I'm saying? We gotta help keep these lights on. So listen, I got a slew of videos to go through, and the reason why I want to do this type, I know I said I was gonna do cheating, part 2. Why do men cheat? Why do women cheat? Part 2, right? But this kind of ties into it because I wanted to do this video because I wanted to tie other things into this topic. As y'all can see, I got sexy red. I got sexy red on the thumbnail, right? Sexy red has become the poster child of womanhood. You know, as far as the new generation goes, not all women, right? Not all women. We know that, right? We know I'm not saying all women, but as far as the new generation, sexy red is not out of the running for marriage material. And I know y'all saying, Freezy, come on, man. Stop that, man. Stop.
No captivity.
I'm telling you right now, it's a new day. And it's time to start preparing for the worst. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all seen the eclipse today. Cause they said it was coming and I ain't seen nothing. I ain't seen nothing. Put a 1 in the chat if you actually seen the eclipse. Please. Listen, my wife been bugging me about, baby, it's gonna be dark for 3 days. It's gonna be dark for 3 days, baby. Okay? We need to, listen, my wife was in Walmart, so she was preparing, she was getting all kind of goods and stuff, right? And she was basically, my wife was panicking. And I was just sitting around, you know how men are, yeah, okay, all right, eclipse, me clips, okay. But I thought it was gonna be, she had me thinking it was gonna be eclipse all around the damn globe, but it was only in certain parts. But I'm surprised to see some of y'all did see the eclipse. Let me see. Messy say she seen the eclipse. Let me see. Dre the Dream seen it. Emperor seen it. McCole seen it. Antoine seen it. Miss Bella seen it. McCole said it got pitch black for about 4 minutes. Wow. So, listen, while we're at it, let's go ahead and do the roll call, man. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way, man, because, listen, I'm always grateful to see the early No Cap crew. You are the ones that get it started, that get this party started, man. Shout out to my brother, your car in the building. Shalom, bro.
No captivity.
He said shalom and many blessings, no cap, and he said shalom and many blessings, Freezy, and I'm pretty sure he's speaking to the whole No Cap crew as well. Also, shout out to my brother Emperor Kojak 313, the great in the building. He said, what up, dog, Freezy?
No captivity.
And the No Cap crew. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Emperor's gaming channel as well. Shout out to Dre the Dream in the building. He said, what up, Freezy and the No Cap crew? Man, shalom, bro. Shalom, Dre the Dream.
No captivity.
Man, listen, we got Next Level in the building. He said, yo, what it do, Freezy? Man, just chilling, dog. Another night, another show, another success. We in here, dog. Shalom.
No captivity.
Always represent. McCole's Wellness Emotion is in here. She said, hey, now fam. Greetings, much love and blessings to the No Cap crew and the number one and only Freezy. Aw, thank you, sis. I love my sisters. Shalom.
No captivity.
Let's see. And there she go. The one and only Miss Randy B. Miss Randy P. Miss Randy. See, now I done got confused with P or it's Miss Randy P. I'm sorry. Miss Randy P is in the building. Shout out to my sister, Miss Randy P. I like Randy B too, but you know why I say Randy B? Because I get confused with Cassandra B's. It's a lot of P's and B's. Fanny P, Cassandra B, Randy P. Miss Randy P is in the building. There you go.
No Cap-tivity.
Shalom. Oh, it's B. Miss Randy B. It's Miss Randy B. Okay.
No Cap-tivity.
See, there's so many P's and B's. Thank you, Miss Randy. Thank you, Miss Randy. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. She know I got love for her, Miss Randy. She say it is Randy B. Get it right, Freezy. I'm sorry, sis. You know I got love for you. Pookie Hybrid, aka CJ, is in the building. 5100 podcast always represent. He said, "No Cap crew, what's the word? What's going on, Pookie, man? CJ, what's going on? Shalom,
no
bro."
No Cap-tivity.
Let's see. Batman is in. He said, "We in the building." Batman, what's going on with you, bro? Shalom.
No Cap-tivity.
Travel One is here. She said, "Greetings to Freezy and his no cap chatters." Shalom to you, sis.
No Cap-tivity.
I say Jerome in the house. I say Jerome in the house. Watch your mouth.
No Cap-tivity.
He said, "Freezy, my Neezy, and the no cap crew, what it do?" There she go. Embrace the grace. She said, "No captivity, king." Salute to the panel and chat. Listen, Embrace the Grace. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Embrace the Grace. Always a pleasure to see you. Shalom, sis.
No Cap-tivity.
Let's see. And there he go, the one and only, man. The Mob Father, Triple B, Big Bad Bull, BBB is in the building. He said, "No captivity with Freezy." Salute to my big brother, Freezy.
No Cap-tivity.
Big Bad Bull is in the building. Appreciate you, Big Bad Bull, man. Thank you, bro. Always, man. Shalom.
No Cap-tivity.
Big Bad Bull always represent. On Their Next Podcast, OTNP. Make sure y'all go subscribe to On Their Next Podcast. He said, "Salute to Freezy and the No Cap crew." On Their Next Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Shalom.
No Cap-tivity.
Zoe. Represent already, top tier, always. He said, "Hit the like on the way in. Y'all show love." Shout out to Zoe and Shalom, bro.
No Cap-tivity.
Let's see. And there he go. Glow. Yeah, Glow. Glow Hardy in the building. What's going on, Glow? Good to see you always, bro. Man, Glow has stellar moment, man. Been having some stellar moments. Shout out to Glow in the building, man. Shalom.
No Cap-tivity.
It is what it is. TV, aka Hassan Ta'ir. Hassan, what's going on? I did get your email, Hassan. You know I got you, bro. Shalom.
No Cap-tivity.
Antoine, what's going on? He said, "Greetings and salutations, everyone." Shalom, bro.
No Cap-tivity.
Messy mathematician. Messy, you know what? I'm gonna get you to tell me what that means. Messy mathematician. Is your first name Messy, or are you really a messy mathematician? I want to know what that means. You got me thinking now, sis. Shalom.
No Cap-tivity.
Let's see. Bishop, shout out to Bishop Eddie Long in the building, man.
No Cap-tivity.
We got Bishop Eddie Long in the building. He said, "How's everyone doing this evening?" Shout out to Bishop Eddie Long, man. Make sure y'all welcome Bishop Eddie Long in the building, man. Shalom to Bishop Eddie Long.
No Cap-tivity.
Miss Bella in the building. Miss Bella, how you doing, sis? Good to see you, Miss Bella. Thank you for being here always.
No Cap-tivity.
Shalom. Yep, all my sisters are here. Elevated Mind Healer, EMH. She said, "Peace and love to everyone, sending positivity to everyone." Thank you, sis. Thank you. We love you. Shalom to you.
No Cap-tivity.
That is no. Half urban, half suburban in the building. He said, "What up, fam? Just chilling, bro. We ready? Just getting ready for another stellar show. Shalom, bro."
No Cap-tivity.
And there he go. Drip is in the building. What's going on, Drip? He said, no cap, Drip is in the building. Man, shout out to Drip, man. And he know what it is. Shout out to Drip. Always good to see you, bro. Shalom to my dog, Drip.
No Cap-tivity.
Let's see. And Smitty, there he go. One of my day one. Smitty, what's going on, dog? Good to see you. Say, yer. Hey, shalom to my dog, Smitty.
No Cap-tivity.
Yep, and that's it. That was the roll call. It's time to start the show.
No Cap-tivity.
Make sure y'all hit that like button. Don't even hesitate. And make sure you hit that dislike button. If you don't like me, I don't know why you would hit the dislike button. But hell, you know, I ain't mad at you either way, okay? So I'm gonna come down to the No Cap crew because I'm gonna show a few videos. Cause I just want to share some videos with y'all. I want to talk about should men stop expecting traditional women? What do y'all think? Huh? As we seen lately in the light of social media and on TV and in movies and in the music, right? Women have changed, wouldn't you say? How drastically would you say women have changed? And we've come to an era where men are on social media protesting about the treatment of women and how women should treat men. Right? We have the gender war, we got manosphere, we got red pill. Is there a destination to this? Will women go back to what men say they should be or what they used to be? Or is this a new day? What should we expect? Should men stop expecting traditional women?
No Cap-tivity.
Is it realistic? I mean, after all, they invited Cardi B to the White House. Glorilla just took a picture with the President of the United States of America. These women are becoming poster children for women of acceptance. And not to mention, we putting a whole shitload of money in their pocket. And I don't see them slowing down no time soon. Will wifey material will wifey material look different? Or has it already started looking different in this day and age? What do you guys think, huh?
Get me here for the thug.
I'm talking to all of y'all, the thugs and the men and everybody. Right? Should men lower their expectations? Shout out to my nephew, RJ, in the building. He said, freeze it.
No Cap-tivity.
Shalom to RJ, DJ, and my nephew, Jacory. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all know I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all, man. Love my nephews. Shout out to my sister, man. Lucky Marie, my day one sister in the building. And Lucky, listen, I messaged you and I need to talk to you. Shalom.
No Cap-tivity.
Shout out to my sister Lucky, man. Yeah. Is it time for men to conform? Is it time? Well, in order to keep households together. Oh, this is a good one. Oh, yeah.
No Cap-tivity.
This is a good question. We always complain about broken households. Is the reason we have so many broken households because men are not just understanding it's a new day? Should men conform to the new meaning of wife material? Should we? Little girls are being groomed and raised from a young age to be sassy rather than classy. And I don't know if you guys recognize this picture. Can anybody tell me in the chat who this is? The first one tell me who this is, I will put your chat up on the screen. The first one tell me who they think this is, I'll put your chat on the screen. Let me know who y'all think this is. She grew up to be a superstar. And there she go. There go my sister. She beat everybody to the punch. My sister beat everybody to the punch. Yes. It's Sexy Red. This was Sexy Red even at a very young age. Yes, Elevated Mind Healer. Yes, Emperor. Yes, it's Sexy Red. Sexy Red was being trained to be this way from an early age. As you can see, the way she's posing and shit, she was doing the booty pose way back then, wasn't she? Her mama taught her how to do. I'm talking about this was before was this before Instagram? I don't know. Yeah, because I think Sexy Red is in her 20s, right? It had to be before Instagram. Yeah, this was before Instagram. They've been posing like this for a long time. I don't know if y'all understand. Listen, little girls, women have not just started posing like this. Little girls have been posing like this for a long damn time. Real talk.
No cap.
Real talk. They've been posing like this for a long time. Yeah. And she grew up into this. Is this by coincidence? Is this by happenstance that Sexy Red went from this to this? Is it by happenstance that Sexy Red went from this to this? And I'm gonna tell you something. The way these young girls are being raised, it ain't slowing down no time soon. So don't get your hopes up all in a little bunch. Because it's listen, we about to go down a long road of disappointment. I'm telling you that right now. A lot of people having arguments as if a lot of these women are actually listening to y'all. No, they're not listening to y'all. They're going to get that bag. That's what they want. They want the bag. So tell me what you bring to the table. I am the table, nigga. That's what they telling you.
No Cap-tivity.
What you bring to the table? I'm the table. I am the table. This the table right here. This the table they were talking about. Yeah, right here. Pink and white table. Yeah, this is the pink and white table right here. Yeah. I got a few videos I want to show y'all, right? And we about, let's just go for a stroll. Let's go for a stroll to see if men should stop expecting traditional women. It's a sincere question. But before we do that, right? Super chat. Shout out to my sister, Embrace the Grace, for her $2 super cap. She said, light bill money start up. Let's get it.
No Cap-tivity.
Always good to see them light bill payments, man. Them light bill payments be serious. Y'all know how that shit feel when the light bill get paid. This is how the No Cap crew stay afloat. Real talk. Let me see. Okay. I checked the super cap. So I'm about to come down here to the chat room so I can kick it with you guys and gals of the No Cap crew, right? Let me set up the first video. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. This video is so funny to me. Some of y'all probably seen this video before. It's an older video, but I'm gonna bring it back to life. I think I'll show this one on a wide screen. This video is so hilarious, right? Let me see. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna play this one on the live stream. Y'all check this out. This is what men have been trying to tell women for a long time. And I hope most of y'all get the meaning of this video. This is what men have been telling women for a long time. And also what this video is going to show is the difference between women and men's thought patterns, right? Between a man and a woman's reasoning. This video is actually kind of genius. It's humorous, but it's genius at the same time. Y'all check out this video. I appreciate that Emperor always on time. Let's go.
It's just, there's all this pressure, you know? And sometimes it feels like it's right up on me. And I can just feel it, like literally feel it in my head. And it's relentless. And I don't know if it's gonna stop. I mean, that's the thing that scares me the most, is that I don't know if it's ever gonna stop.
Yeah.
This lady got a nail in her head, and she say she feels this tension in her head, and she don't know if it's gonna stop. Here we go.
I can just feel it, like literally feel it in my head, and it's relentless. And I don't know if it's gonna stop. I mean, that's the thing that scares me the most, is that I don't know if it's ever gonna stop.
Yeah. Well, you do have a nail in your head.
It is not about the nail.
Are you sure? Because, I mean, I'll bet if we got that out of there...
Stop trying to fix it.
No, I'm not trying to fix it. I'm just pointing out that maybe the nail is causing...
You always do this. You always try to fix things when what I really need is for you to just listen.
See, I don't think that is what you need. I think what you need is to get the nail
See,
out.
you're not even listening now.
Okay, fine. I will listen. Fine.
It's just, sometimes it's like, there's this achy, I don't know what it is. And I'm not sleeping very well at all. And all my sweaters are snagged. I mean, all of them.
That sounds really hard.
It is. Thank you. Ow!
Oh, come on.
Ow.
If you would just...
Don't.
I guarantee you that every man across the nation has experienced that. If you could just I see the problem. I know exactly what you need to do. I'm telling you what to do. No, you're always trying to tell me what to do, but you just won't just listen to me. I just need you to listen. Listen, I've been listening. I'm telling you what you need to do. If you just do what I'm telling you to do, it's going to get better. No, you just think you know everything. You always try to treat me like a little girl. No, I'm not trying to treat you like a little girl. I care about you, and I don't want you to go through what you're going through anymore. I know exactly what you need to do. You always think you know everything. So let me see. So let's go down. Listen. I'm gonna show y'all how. Now this is a younger woman, but she's showing how older women used to think. Right? This is how a traditional woman thinks. This is the beginning. You just bear with me. But this is how I'm gonna show you how a woman should think when she's with her man. I'm gonna show you exactly how a woman should think when she's with her man. Y'all check this out. Now, we know that every man wants their woman to want them just like that. And let's get rid of this notion that men don't like to be smothered. Men like to be smothered. Men like for their women to just be all over them. It's very complimentary. Okay? Don't let a man say, oh, I don't like to be smothered. I don't like a woman to smother me. If you run into a man that say he don't like his woman to smother him, he might be a little funny. I don't know.
No captivity.
Men like their women to be all over them, to treat them like a piece of meat. Let me tell you when it's enough. I'll tell you. Until then, keep on coming. Keep coming. No Diddy.
This one here for the thug.
And so that woman that I just played, I don't think any man in the chat or any man watching would disagree with the way that woman is about her man. It's beautiful to me. When I seen the video, it was beautiful. Very beautiful, right? And I'm gonna tell you another thing. What it also showed was she wasn't independent. She wasn't independent. A lot of women, especially modern women, the new wifey material, they go into relationships still maintaining their independence. And I've heard women say, hey, I need my own space. I need my own identity. No, if you marry this man, you guys need to become one. Your identity is his and his identity is yours.
No captivity.
And if you don't see it that way, you got a big problem on your hands. I would suggest you don't get married. I would suggest you keep your problems to yourself, your identity problems. You feel me? But we know that it's not all about the women, because some men have used women and shitted on them in the end. We know that. It's two sides to every story, right? Men will come in spaces and say, this woman did me wrong. She did not support me. She didn't support me. And that's why I don't trust these hoes. Right? And you gotta be careful with some of these guys, because they'll give you these sob stories. And you know, my grandma always told me it's three sides to every story. We can't be so quick to just presume a guilty verdict on a woman just because a man says so. And here's a prime example. I know a lot of y'all have heard of Desi Banks. He started off on Vine and then he went to Instagram, and now he's a world-renowned comedian on social media. This is Desi. Desi just had an appearance on Shannon Sharp's show not too long ago. Had a sit down, and during a part of the segment of that sit down, Desi Banks was telling Shannon Sharp that his ex-girlfriend did not support him. He thought that him and his girlfriend was going to get married, and he was just asking her to stick it out with him through the thick and thin while he tries to achieve a certain level of success. Shout out to Rush ENT in the building. Shalom, bro.
No captivity.
Well, let me show y'all what I mean, because Desi Banks came out with this video first. He opened up about his ex-girlfriend not supporting him on the Shannon Sharp show. And I'm gonna tell you something, just like every other man, Freezer was like, damn, she wrong. I bet she regret that now. I bet she regret that now. Because we just want to be so optimistic when it comes to men, don't we? So, here we go. So this is the initial video that Desi Banks had with Shannon Sharp. Here we go.
Yeah, that's when I was first, in my beginning stages of, really chasing my dream of comedy. At the time, I felt like she didn't believe in my dream and my goals. I used to want her to support me so much. And I thought there was gonna be a woman I was gonna be with. You know what I'm saying? I did a lot of stuff with her. You know what I'm saying? Every dime that I got, where I was working, I gave to her. The only thing I wanted to do was get me a haircut and pay my cell phone bill so I could, shoot my video.
Right.
But I felt like at the time the money, it wasn't coming fast enough.
Right.
It wasn't there. So she went to, you need to get a job. You need to do this. You need to do that. Well, I can't do this no more. So you know.
So we heard the story before. We've heard the story before. Believe in my potential as a man. We need a woman that can believe in us, that can see the end goal, can stick it out through thick and thin, right? And most men was not raised with a silver spoon. Most of us have had an uphill battle. Most of us have had to climb uphill to try to reach a certain level of success, just like Desi Banks. He was just telling his girlfriend, he was telling her, listen, I need you to believe in me. He's telling Shannon Sharp, I thought we was gonna get married. I thought she was gonna be the one. That's what he was telling Shannon Sharp.
My cell phone bill.
Shout out to Nightish in the building. Shalom, bro. Shalom.
No Cap-tivity.
Let me find that fair use again. Let me start that fair use. There we go. Okay.
Shoot my video.
Right.
Hold on. What did he say? Let me back up.
She didn't believe in my dream and my goals. I used to want her to support me so much. I thought there was gonna be a woman I was gonna be with.
Next level, I see that cash cow, bro. I am gonna read it shortly.
You know what I'm saying? I did a lot of stuff with her. You know what I'm saying? Every dime that I got, where I was working, I gave to her. The only thing I wanted to do was get me a haircut and pay my cell phone bill so I could,
Wait. So that's why I be telling y'all to pay attention to the context clues. He said he gave her every dime he had, but he just wanted her to pay.
And I gave to her. The only thing I wanted to do was get me a haircut and pay my cell phone bill.
So he gave her every dime he had, and all he wanted her to do was pay his cell phone bill and get a haircut. So how much money? What do you mean by every dime you had? How many dimes did you give her? Literally, I'm just.
No Cap-tivity.
I'm saying, like you didn't have enough money to get your own haircut and your own cell phone bill paid. I'm telling y'all, these guys do not be men. They're not raised to be men. He said he gave her every dime he had, and he just wanted her to give him enough money to pay his cell phone bill and get him a haircut. Somebody lying. And the reason why I play these videos is because I want y'all to use y'all spidey senses. I want y'all to use y'all context clues, because if you gave her every dime you had, you didn't have enough money to pay your own cell phone bill and get you a haircut on your own as a man. So you was looking for her to pay your cell phone bill on time and get you a haircut on time every month or every 2 weeks or a month. It's just not adding up, man. Here we go.
Shoot my video.
Right.
But I felt like at the time the money, it wasn't coming fast enough.
Right.
It wasn't there. So she went to, you need to get a job. You need to do this. You need to do that. Well, I can't do this no more. So you might have to, go do something else. So it sent me to my grandmama's house. You know what I'm saying? So I was staying with my grandma for a little minute. And at that moment.
But that happened that late.
So obviously she kicked him out. This is the woman he thought was going to be his wife to be. Now, he could be lying, He could be just putting this out there in the stratosphere to make her feel bad. I don't know. But she put him out.
Late at night, that was like.
Yeah. Like.
So she put you out like 2, 3 in the morning?
Yeah. And crazy. Like, I cried. Like, I cried. I was crying already. Like, when you chasing something, man, you trying to make this shit work. And, man, I remember this shit like yesterday, bro. Like, I was trying to talk to her. She like, boy, if you don't go to sleep. I was like, what? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like.
Now, see, what it is a lot of men have this idea that women should be like women of old. The women that stayed in the struggle with their man, out in the fields, planting crops and stuff, farming with their man, waking up before the roosters crow, right? Got breakfast on the damn stove before the man even wake up. All in the trenches with their man. And this woman, she stayed in the trenches with him for a little bit. Right? She was letting him live with her. But something made her say enough is enough, and then she kicked him out 2 o'clock in the morning.
Damn, like, okay. And that made me cry even harder. So I just walked in the living room, and I was just like, damn, shit, like, all right, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And like I said, I had this, I'm so spiritual, I'm so connected with God. I had this bubblegum rapper, man. And this bubblegum rapper that I held on for a little minute, I still got a picture on my phone. And man, it said stand-up comedy. I swear to God, it said stand-up comedy. And that was the thing that I was like running away from for a long time. Like I didn't want to do it. Cause you know, I a little fear was kicked in when when it came.
So he didn't start doing comedy until his girlfriend kicked him out. What was you doing before she kicked you out?
To it, but and I so crazy. I used to have these crazy dreams, bro. Like real talk. I used to have these crazy dreams while I was in like prison. Mm-hmm. Like when I was over there, I was in prison, and like the gates was open. Like the gates was open. Like come out, but I was so afraid to go out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause I couldn't see. I didn't know what was going to happen. But God was like, boy, I'm trying to give you freedom.
Right.
If you just trust me and lean out on your own understanding and just come out, you might can't see it cause the sun is so, you know, but.
So that was Desi Banks' story, right? That was his story.
No Cap-tivity.
And that video stayed out for about a week before, guess what? His ex-girlfriend surfaced and wanted to tell her side of the story. Yes, she did. And I want to know who y'all believe, man. Well, guess what? Desi Banks was talking. His ex-girlfriend showed up with proof. Let's see what kind of proof she had. I'm gonna tell you something. When she showed this stuff, I was like, come on, Desi. Come on, Desi. Y'all check this out, man.
I read where an ex put you out.
Oh, yeah.
So tell that story.
That's when I was first, in my beginning stages of, really chasing my dream of comedy. At the time, I felt like she didn't believe in my dream and my goals. I used to want her to support me so much. I thought there was going to be a woman I was going to be with.
We on Desi Banks' page. He said you weren't there for him.
So this is his ex-girlfriend. Somehow she done hooked up with Tasha K. Tasha K done found this woman out of the woodwork. I guess Tasha K heard Desi Banks' story on Shannon Sharp's show and said, let me reach out to this girl to see if he telling the truth. And lo and behold, she found her woman. Here she go.
This day is outside his grandma's house on Thanksgiving of 2013. This is my car.
Okay.
My first Camaro. What we got? This Daisy in my car, but I'm unsupportive though. Here you go again. You would think my car belonged to him. You in my car.
And what date is that on there? Because he said you wasn't there for him.
This 2014.
2014,
March.
Desi.
This Daisy again. Where you at? June 2014. You in my car.
Now, who bought the shoes and the outfit for him?
I don't think I paid for that, but I did used to buy him some stuff, but I ain't paid for that. It's Daisy and his content. Where he at? In my car.
Okay.
This my boy again. Where he at? In my car.
Okay.
This is July 2014.
He said you didn't believe in his comedy or nothing.
Where you at? This my car. I mean, it's everywhere. My car. Back when you was doing football before you even got into social media. That's Daisy in my car.
Damn.
Where you at? In my car. Like, but I ain't did nothing though. Hey, you go praise the Lord in my car. But you say I ain't did nothing. Now you making content. Now you putting content on social media. Where you shooting your content at, Desi? In my car. Like all your car scenes, where they come from? My car. You wanted to go train at Pantherville. Look at you. You was in my car. And now you at the stadium. That's how you got there. That's how you got to put in that work. But I'm unsupportive. Look at in my car. Making your skits. This December 2014, you in my car. Like, all this, you in my car. Where you at? The car wash in my car.
We done. Y'all gotta check out the whole interview with Desi Banks' ex Naisha, okay? She has fucking had it with Desi.
In my car.
All right, we done. All right, y'all.
I mean,
I thought that was so hilarious. So listen, how would y'all classify that? Would y'all classify that as her sticking by his side? What about the men? Would you say, man, you know what? She was there for him. Would you say she was there for him? She let him move in her house, and then he was using her car frequently, right? And obviously he was broke. He was relying on her for her to pay his. She was maintaining his phone bill, and she was getting him haircuts. She just got tired. She didn't have enough faith that he was going to actually blow up as a social media personality, right? But what is the percentage of somebody actually blowing up to the heights that Desi Banks blew up? What is the percentage of that? Can you actually blame her though? Huh? Would you say she was a traditional woman by looking out for him? Rush ENT says she looked out for him. Okay, Hassau says she didn't do shit. See, we got different opinions. Hassau says she didn't do shit. Rush ENT said she looked out for him. She allowed him to move in her house. She paid his phone bill, maintained his phone bill, and let him use her car all of the time, right? Supported his dreams of becoming a semi-pro athlete. Supported his dreams of becoming a social media personality. Made sure he looked good with haircuts. Do you think she kind of portrayed or exhibited some traits of a traditional woman? She got tired and kicked him out at 2 o'clock in the morning. We don't know how long they was together. Obviously, they was together for a very long time. I don't know. But the reason why I showed that video is because I like to be fair and balanced, man, because there are men that say they want a woman to treat them like that. Even when they don't have much, even when they're struggling, even when they're trying to fight for to see some type of daylight. But here it is. She ended up getting tired. Should this woman be penalized for kicking him out? I don't know. Maybe she didn't hold on long enough. But I just thought that scenario was relevant to what we're about to discuss, right? In my car. But some people have horror stories. Desi Banks was telling his story with like like she did him wrong. Desi Banks was telling his story like his ex-girlfriend did him wrong. But I don't think Desi Banks actually know what being done wrong was. This is what I mean by certain men have to, us men we got to take accountability sometime. If you know you was broke and you know you wasn't working and you was just in the car shooting videos and your girlfriend was paying for your goddamn phone bill, she was giving you haircuts, she was making sure you was lined up, she was letting you use her car, you had a bed and air conditioning to rely on. Come on, I mean, we gotta be fair. Desi Banks, I don't think you know what being done wrong really is if you think that was doing you wrong.
Check the cash out, bitch.
Shout out to my dog, my op. Next level in the building with his $15 cash cab. Got the lights jumping. Also putting towards that light bill. Got that light jumping. Thank you, Next Level.
No Cap-tivity.
Was $15 cash cap. He said he just represent for the No Cap crew, man. Shout out to Next Level.
No Cap-tivity.
There's some men that actually know what being done wrong is. Now we're shifting over to the modern, to what's really happening, right? There are some men that actually know what being done really feels like. What being done wrong really feels like. Y'all check this guy. This guy goes by the name of R.I.P. Michaels. He's a cast member of Wildin' Out with Nick Cannon. He's a comedian. Right here it says, my deepest apologies to everyone who bought tickets to the live taping at Apollo. My heart since the attack is only functioning 17%. So obviously he had a heart attack. And I'm currently in CCU with good people in heart. Let me get rid of that. In the heart failure team, I thank each and every person for all the prayers and get well. And get well wishes and your understanding, and my family does too. So this is R.I.P. Michaels. He had a heart attack. I don't know if he's formerly of the cast of Wildin' Out or if he's still with Wildin' Out. It don't matter. He was with Wildin' Out. R.I.P. Michaels had a heart attack. Let me show y'all what getting done wrong really look like.
Hey, I just wanted to let you know that I will not be making it to do the Apollo show. I'm in the hospital and I'm going to postpone it for a later date. Thank you for everybody that bought a ticket. But I promise you, as soon as I get better and I get out of here, we're gonna have a great show. All right. Thank y'all for all the support.
So that was while he was in the hospital suffering from the heart attack that he had.
No Cap-tivity.
This is the woman that Desi Banks thought he was talking about. Y'all check this out.
No, but when I was in the hospital, it made me get really closer to my daughter because my wife left me while I was in the hospital too. So
That's crazy.
Yes.
I'm at the
This man said his wife left him while he was in the hospital. I'm gonna tell you something. The type of woman you gotta be Oh, my bad. Thank you, Big Bad Bull. Thank you, Big Bad Bull. This woman, his wife, left him while he was suffering from cardiac arrest in the hospital in CCU. The cardiac care unit. Thank you, Emperor, for clarifying that. What kind of wife, what kind of soulless person you have to be to leave your husband while you're in while he's in the hospital? And the better question is, why didn't you see this shit in her before you even got married? What do men be thinking about? Huh? I don't even know what his wife looks like. Obviously, I don't know. I was gonna say, obviously, she got a, I don't know. She probably got a, what he deems to be a nice body or something like that. I don't know. But, and I'm not gonna put this on R.I.P. Michael, but for this woman to leave him while he was in the hospital after suffering from cardiac arrest, that's crazy. Desi Banks, you do not know what heartache is.
No Cap-tivity.
You do not know what heartache is, Desi Banks. I'm telling y'all, Desi Banks was just a degenerate. And his girlfriend kicked him out because she realized he was a degenerate. Now, God bless Desi Banks. He stayed true to his dream and he persevered. But I don't think Desi Banks should be out here in these YouTube streets blaming his girlfriend when she actually did support you. This man's wife left him while he was on his damn deathbed, literally.
No, but when I was in the hospital, it made me get really closer to my daughter because my wife left me while I was in the hospital too. So
That's crazy.
Yes.
I don't. How does that even happen?
I guess when it says "to death do us part," she's a go-getter. She don't like to procrastinate, so she was out.
That's terrible. How long were you guys married?
2 years. 2 years.
Yeah, that was pretty recent.
Yeah.
That's cold-blooded.
I guess when it said I was in.
Do you know how devastated I would be if my wife left me while I was in critical condition in the hospital after suffering a heart attack? Do you know how bad I would feel knowing my wife left me while I'm in the hospital suffering from a heart attack? The woman that left him in the hospital while he was suffering from a heart attack is the new age woman. That's
No Cap-tivity.
That's the new age feminist woman. Sexy Red will probably do the same thing. Oh, you ain't gonna really be able to tour like that? You ain't gonna be able to bring in that money? You ain't gonna be able to secure the bag? I got to go. But that's what a lot of men want. They want the big ass and the big titties. And even if you didn't pay for that big ass and big titties, guess what? You're gonna pay for it in the end. Yes, you are.
This one here for the thug.
You're gonna definitely pay for it in the end. And thank God this man made it out intact to tell his story.
I see you. She was like, "I'll see you later." So she was out of there.
I don't like that.
But it's okay. But you know what it does? It lets you know that certain people can't handle things, and certain people are supposed to be with you for certain parts of your life. And I realized that it was hard to cope with because.
No, see, that's when men go to rationalize it. Certain people are just supposed to be with you for certain parts of your life. That bitch wasn't supposed to be with you for no parts of your damn life. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm at the go.
Stop rationalizing that shit. Stop rationalizing that stuff. You fucked up, man. You chose the wrong one. But may God be with you, and thank God that you made it out alive and you got to tell the story in the end.
Honestly, when I was sitting there and I went from just regular hospital bed to CCU and had the nonstop doctors about me, I really thought it was over. And if it wasn't for all the fans and even every single person calling me and wishing me well wishes, I was like, you know what? I'm meant to get out of this bed. I have more of my life to live. It's not over.
Do you see where we're going with it? Should men stop expecting traditional women? Should men stop expecting traditional wifey material? What do you think? We're going to come to a conclusion at the end of this live stream. Would it be less stress on a man to alleviate these might be potentially unrealistic expectations? Are these expectations unrealistic nowadays in 2024 and beyond? I showed y'all the picture of Sexy Red from a young gal, right? Desi Banks don't know what heartache is. Let me show y'all what heartache is. Desi Banks does not know what heartache is. Let me show y'all what heartache is. Here we go. A matter of fact, I'm gonna just show it. Yeah, here we go. My cousin sent me to inbox his girl to see if she gonna cheat. and she cheated.
Yo, beautiful. You know I gotta record you. You jive fire. Your dog looking crazy, man. Hey, yo, look, G. Look, I ain't gonna cap. That sex was fire, wasn't it? I was beating that joint up, wasn't I? Man, that shit was crazy.
That's his cousin's girlfriend. Just laying up there saying, yeah, you beat my guts in. Yes, you did, baby. Yes, you did.
Hey, yo, I gotta tell you something, G.
What you got to tell me?
Your boyfriend's my cousin. What? Your boyfriend, Tyrone, Ty Bug, is my cousin.
You lying.
He told me to get in your inbox to see if you was gonna go. And you did. And we in this hotel room right now. Yeah, I mean?
Please stop. Turn it off.
I swear, yo, look, you think I'm playing? You're not about to do.
I guarantee you this girl listened to Sexy Red, she listened to Cardi B, she listened to Nicki Minaj. She was laying up there and proudly saying, yeah, you beat my guts in. Yes, you did, baby. With a whole boyfriend. No conscience. No remorse. Just like R.I.P. Michael's wife.
My cousin like that, G. It's over, man. I'm telling them, G. It's a dub. Nah, through. You through.
Please, let's just talk about this, dude.
What are you following me for?
Me, dude?
What are you following? I'm about to bounce. I'm going to his crib and I'm showing him this video.
Dude, no.
Yeah.
And here's the shame and embarrassment. Doesn't it always come in the end?
Yes, I'm showing him this video with your pretty self.
Okay.
And that box was good, G.
Okay, let it be good. You want more, right?
Nah, I don't want no more. I did my job,
I'll
man.
pay you.
You ain't.
This how bad it get, right? She told her boyfriend's cousin, I will pay you if you give me more. I'll pay you not to talk or not to tell my boyfriend, I'll pay you to have sex again.
About to pay me nothing.
Please don't tell him. I'll pay you. I swear to God.
How much you gonna pay me?
Okay, there she goes. She said, please don't tell him, I'll pay you. There you go.
100. I just got paid.
$100.
And you gonna pay me what?
I'm gonna pay you 700.
700. My bad. $700. 700.
No captivity.
Should men stop expecting traditional women? Or is Freezy over-exaggerating? This is the younger generation. I'm not talking about men my age. I'm in my 40s. Right? Oh, yeah, yes, I am. Yes, I am. But more so, I'm talking about the younger generation. You know, guys in their 20s. Should the younger guys, the guys in their 20s, should the younger guys, what is that, Generation Z? Is that Generation Z or Generation Alpha? I don't know. It's one of the two. Should they stop expecting traditional women? This dude is young and this woman is young.
All right.
He was about to say, all right, say less. Watch this.
Nah, I don't want no more. I did my job,
I'll
man.
pay you.
You ain't about to pay me nothing.
Please don't tell him. I'll pay you. I swear to God.
How much you gonna pay me?
700. I just got paid.
And you gonna pay me what?
I'm gonna pay you 700.
All right.
He was about to say, all right, say less. He's gonna take that $700. Well, obviously she got told on anyway because it made social media.
No captivity.
Do you see where I'm going with it? And then on top of that, we always talk about sexless marriages. Right? We're always talking about sexless marriages. You know what always confused me? This new generation, one thing the new generation, the boys, the young boys should not have to worry about is being in a sexless marriage. Because of how hypersexual this younger generation is. You understand what I'm saying? This younger generation should not have to worry about being in a sexless marriage. These women, they're heavily involved in OnlyFans, So even Facebook and Instagram has become like a OnlyFans hub, right? Super chat. Shout out to the Black Community Whistleblower with his $9 super cap. He said, "Yo, Freeze Ed, this what I said the other day. They cheat, then wanna stay."
No Cap-tivity.
Gonna talk about it, man. Thank you for helping me keep them lights on. BC Dub in the building. Appreciate that, man. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Here we go.
It's really dumb to think that your partner is going to go days, weeks, months, or years without fulfilling their needs just because you don't feel like it. Because you're
now what this lady is, what she's explaining is men and women that's in men that's in sexless marriages, right? What she's describing is men that's in sexless marriages. But I'm here to tell y'all that this younger generation should not have that problem because of how hypersexual the leading influences in women are. Sexy Red, all the female rappers, they basically exude sex. They always march around half naked, right? They exude sex. It's all about sex, sex, sex. This younger generation, one problem that these younger men should not have is being involved in a sexless marriage.
No Cap-tivity.
Super chat. Shout out to the... Oh shit, I read that one already. My bad, sorry. Here we go.
not in the mood because you can't make time. It's really dumb to think that your partner is going to go days, weeks, months, or years without fulfilling their needs just because you don't feel like it, because you're not in the mood, because you can't make time for it. Some people just don't realize that a sexless marriage is a doomed marriage. So whether you're overworked, the kids have got you tired, whatever your excuses are, they only satisfy you. You've got to be intentional and make the time. Carve it out.
So the reason why I played that video is because men of my generation complained a lot and still complaining of sexless marriages. Let me say it again, men of my generation still complain of being in sexless marriages. Now this younger generation, they are being raised by these hypersexual female rappers who are actually running the rap game. They winning all the awards, they making all the money, they're making all the cheese, all the cheddar cheese. Maybe that's a perk that younger men should be able to look forward to. They're gonna have plenty sex, right? Is it a give and take thing? Should men stop expecting traditional women, huh? Is there pros and cons to this new age relationship? Are these younger women giving fellatio like crazy? I just seen Bernice. What is Bernice? What's Bernice's last name? Bernice what? Y'all remember? Y'all know who I'm talking about? Bernice Burgo. Oh, I think that's her name. Bernice Burgo's daughter. She was on Angela Yee's Lip Service podcast, and she disclosed to Angela Yee and her staff that every morning she wakes up, she makes sure she gives her boyfriend fellatio before he leaves, whether he wants it or not. And she says she loves doing it. She's in her early 20s. This is the younger generation. Now she's on social media taking whorish pictures. Let's not make no mistake. But her boyfriend has no problem with sex, with getting his balls drained. Do you have to give up a little to take a little? Is it a give and take? Even though These younger men are not going to be able to expect the traditional woman. They're going to, will they not have a problem in the sex department? Will they not be experiencing sexless marriages? Shout out to Slimmy in the building. Slimmy, I see you, bro.
No Cap-tivity.
Virgo, yeah, that's her name. I mean, because the women of my generation just didn't get it. They just had a hard time getting it. If you don't give a man sex, 9 times out of 10, he's gonna go find him a side chick. But it just seemed like rocket science to a lot of these women that's from their late 30s to the 50s, right? From late 30s to 50s, it just seemed too hard to understand. If you don't have sex with your husband, he's gonna go trick. Because he needs sex. He's not gonna be in a sexless marriage. After a while, the only person that's gonna be in a sexless marriage is the woman. Because most dudes I know ain't going for that shit. But will these younger generation have that problem? Is that a plus? Is that a benefit dealing with these new women, these modern day women? What do y'all think? Okay, y'all still don't understand. Let me play some more stuff. Now, when I ask a woman my age, who cheats the most? Most women my age are gonna say men. Men cheat the most. Men are dogs. Men are dogs. That's what most women my age are gonna say. Or even in their late 30s to my age to their 50s. That's what they're gonna say. Let's see what this younger generation of women say. Let's see what this younger generation say.
Hey, do men or women cheat the most?
Women. Y'all, we be trying to front like them niggas be doing all of that, but women cheat more, especially the LGBT community. They think they sneaky and they want to have like a whole bunch of bitches and you know what I'm saying? Women cheat more. It's okay.
Hey, do men or women cheat the most?
Women. We're more sneaky. We can manipulate you and just get away with it more.
Hey, do men or women cheat the most?
Women cheat the most because
I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I was that age, you would never get that many women to say women cheat the most. Real talk. You would never get that much of women as an answer. You would never get that many women to admit that women cheat the most. When I was that young, it was always men or dogs. Who all remember that? Exactly, Dre the Dream. We went from dogs to narcissists. When I was that age, most women were saying men are dogs. Men ain't shit. Don't trust no nigga. Shout out to Kaya. But now, these younger women have no problem saying, oh, women cheat the most. They don't even have any more shame. They don't care. Because they are having sex. These young women, they are having a lot of sex. And they don't care if they say women cheat the most. You know why? Because they feel like this is Women's Empowerment Day. Some women feel like, hey, we are leaders in our own right too. We don't have a problem with saying women cheat the most. But if women cheat the most, that means women that age are having a lot of sex. So these men, the men that age, why do we always quote this stat that most of these young guys are not having sex? Well, who are these women having sex with? Well, a lot of men say they're having sex with the same man. I don't think these women are having sex.
I am a great cheater. You just have to have a really good lie for your story. So, yeah.
Hey, do women or men cheat the most?
Women. Women are self-sabotaging at heart. So they feel like if they don't do something first, it's going to happen to them.
Hey, do men or women cheat the most?
Men, because I never heard of a woman cheating, and if I did, I didn't hear it.
Hey, do men or women cheat the most?
They cheat for different reasons. Women cheat for emotional connection, and men cheat for sexual pleasure.
Hey, do men or women cheat the most?
I say females, when they cheating because they actually like that nigga. Feel me? When you a nigga, you cheating because you just want wax. You know what I'm saying? You just want wax some shit.
Is it a new day? Shout out to BC Dub.
Super chat.
BC Dub with a $10 super cap again. He said they say they want to go to Pound Town, Freezy.
No Cap-tivity.
Shout out to BC Dub. That's what they said. That is what they said, ain't it, BC Dub? They said take me to Pound Town. Buddha Hole Brown. Shout out to BC Dub for the $10 super cap, man.
No Cap-tivity.
And that does make BC Dub the initial sponsor of tonight's show with a total of $20. Let me go ahead and correct that right now. There we go. Let me make sure his name is spelled right. Sponsor of the show, the Black Community Whistleblower. Yup. Man, that was the first time I got it right in a long time. Salute to the Black Community Whistleblower for being the first sponsor of tonight's show.
No Cap-tivity.
And to be a co-sponsor or the sole sponsor, you have to send either $20 or more. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. I'm gonna tell y'all how bad it is. Even the little girls at school ain't safe. Remember I showed y'all Sexy Red, right, when she was a little girl. Even the little girls at school are not safe. We hear it all the time. Young girls are being influenced by the wrong women each and every day. You think these young girls are sitting around listening to Coretta Scott King, Sister Soldier? You think a lot of these female teachers are just are like Miss Claire who used to teach you 20 years ago? You think these young girls are being raised the same way you was raised 20 years ago? Let me show y'all something.
Fall, Dominique Brown earned Teacher of the Month honors, and then 2 months later she was fired, but it wasn't about anything she did in the classroom. She says a parent complained about her rap career, which was off the clock. By now, Drippin' Honey's music video, Drippin' 101, has been seen by tens of thousands across numerous social media platforms. And it combines two of her passions, rapping and some of the students she's taught. That's right.
This woman is not only a teacher, she's a rapper, right?
No Cap-tivity.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with being a rapper too, you know. But what she's saying in her rap and how she's portraying herself right along with her fellow students, well, not her fellow students, her students at the school she teaches at, I think it's inappropriate. The school ended up firing this woman because of the complaints from the parents.
U.S. history teacher who's moonlighting as a rapper. But last month
she's saying niggas this, niggas sweet, all kind of stuff.
Forced out of her teaching job, and it started with a parent's complaint.
That's when the first meeting was with my dean and the principal, and they were just telling me like, hey, a parent said that they seen your social media and that you're a black influence because you're a rapper.
Drippin' Honey's real name is Dominique Brown. She says that the parent continued to complain even though the educator was named Teacher of the Month. Despite asking for a complaint in writing, Dominique says she never received it.
So this is the teacher, and actually she's out of Detroit. This is the teacher. This is one of her music videos. Look how she's dressed. She's half naked. This is while she's teaching. Do y'all think this is appropriate? Or is this what we should look to expect in the future? This woman ended up suing the school because of her extermination. She ended up suing and getting a lawyer because she feels as though there shouldn't be any problem with her teaching and pursuing her rap career at the same time. Is it acceptable for her to teach and also do a music video in this nature dressed like this? If you ask me, it's become a norm. I'm pretty sure she got Sexy Red in her Rolodex, in her musical Rolodex. This is what the young girls have to look forward to. These are the women that young girls are looking up to. And I'm gonna tell you something. And I know there are women that do not carry themselves like this. I know that. But we're talking about the women that's having the most influence on these young girls. And if we tell the truth, who is having the most influence on these young girls? Is it the traditional woman? Or is it women of this caliber? If we tell the truth. Who is having the most influence on these young women?
And Dominique believes that she was discriminated against.
I was like, hey, well, can we tell that parent to come in and see professionalism, see me in the classroom, see me after school, see me at all the games, see me dropping kids off every day, buying food, doing all these things. Can they come see me in my element before they try to say I'm unprofessional in it?
Was there at any point anything that was brought up that said your rap career may have, the lyrics that you use may have been a bad influence on some of the students that you had?
Well, the parents would just stay anonymous, and she didn't really give too much detail on what she did or didn't like, and the school didn't give me too much detail either. Music is part of the culture. We from Motown. This is what we do. So it's not like it's unheard of. It's the culture. And when you look like me, you just understand it a little more better. That.
So she's saying people should understand. That's the culture now. Are y'all listening to the words that's coming out of her mouth? She's saying this is the culture now. If you listen to it and understand, this is the culture now. She's saying this is what we should expect. This is how we should expect women to carry themselves. This is a norm now. Men should not be surprised. Parents should not be surprised. Young girls are going to grow up like this. Whether we like it or not. And she believes in this message so much so that she's suing the school.
It's not that I'm trying to deter these kids from stopping their dreams.
In a statement, a spokesperson for Taylor Preparatory High School, which is a charter school, said they're aware of Brown's allegations, but student and employee privacy rights limit what they can say. The statement went on to say, quote, student well-being remains at the forefront of everything we do, and we will continue fostering a distraction-free teaching and learning environment focused on student success.
If I was a horrible teacher, y'all would have dropped me the day it was a problem.
Did you ever feel that they were transparent enough for you?
Absolutely not.
If there ever was an opportunity, and Taylor said, hey, look, we want you back, would you consider it?
No, I just want this to be an example for them to do better.
So she's telling the school, no, I don't want my job back. I want this to be an example for the school to do better. Do you understand how this shit done reverse?
No Cap-tivity.
Is it inevitable that we should expect these young girls to grow up like this. Well, this teacher wasn't the only person involved involved with the school board, had a run-in with the school board, had a dilemma with the school board, right? Sexy Red just recently had a run-in with a particular school. I don't know if y'all heard about that. Guess what? I'm about to play it for y'all. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Just like this teacher that I just showed y'all, who was standing her ground and legitimizing her rap career while she was teaching on school grounds, Sexy Red also fought back and she also tried to rationalize that the school board should not prohibit her from actually coming on campus. The same way the school teacher spoke up and felt like the school was wrong, even though the school teacher was exemplifying whole behavior. Sexy Red did the same thing. Why is that? Is this a coincidence? Or is the younger does the younger generation have a totally different mindset? Do they just think differently than we do? Do the younger women just think differently by default? Let me show y'all what Sexy Red went through. And shout out to L. Nixon, man.
No Cap-tivity.
For gifting 1 No Cap-tivity with Freezy membership. L. Nixon, thank you, man. I appreciate that. And the lucky person who got that membership was the Solution Trucking Channel. The Solution Trucking Channel was gifted 1 membership by L. Nixon, my dog.
No Cap-tivity.
Congratulations, bro. The Solution Trucking Channel. That means you can kick it with us on VIP Fridays, because we hang out every Friday. Like clockwork. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to JT from What We Know Podcast. How you feeling, dog? Good to see you, dog.
No Cap-tivity.
Let me show y'all what I'm talking about Sexy Red. Oh, there we go. Here we go.
So look, so this school put me, I came up here, got you, try to talk to the kids, get in the water today, they gonna put me on me. Tell me I smell like weed, watch this.
So the school made her exit school grounds because she smelled like weed. Not to mention that she was dressed half naked and dressed like a whore. The school made her leave the school premises because she smelled like weed.
I don't give a about making this job hard. My job hard. Every day I'm fighting for my life. Every day.
She says she don't care about making the teacher's job hard. Her job hard too.
They tried to put me out from this school. Bless me. I'm coming back around.
So instead of leaving peacefully, right, and respecting the school grounds, expecting the school administrators, respecting, instead of leaving school grounds and respecting the school administrators and respecting the school principal. Sexy Red had other plans. Let's see what kind of plans Sexy Red had.
Down on that. Oh, smack that ball.
Those are the plans that Sexy Red had.
No Cap-tivity.
Let me see if I can play it. Yeah, there we go. This is the plans that Sexy Red had. To defy the school, cock her legs up on the top of the car, and have all those young girls recite her whorish ass lyrics.
No Cap-tivity.
Is this the new wifey material? These young girls knew her songs word for word. And guess what? Not only the young girls, but the young boys knew her songs word for word. Should we expect a change in the future? Should men stop expecting traditional women? Do y'all see where we're going? Do you see the road that we're headed down? Is there any turning back? One more time. Let me show y'all.
Oh, smack that ball.
Those are middle school students, if I'm not mistaken. If not elementary, I think they're middle school.
No Cap-tivity.
I don't know. It might be elementary. Does it matter? Sexy Red, what Sexy Red had in common with the school teacher I just showed y'all who raps as well, they took up for their bad behavior. They took up for their whorish personality and behavior. They took up for it. They defended their bad behavior. They defended their whorish behavior. I'm gonna stop saying bad behavior because some women might feel like being a slut is their right. Shout out to Amber Rose. I'm just saying, should men stop expecting traditional women?
Oh, smack that ball.
Do y'all see that? Hold on, one more time. One more time.
Oh, smack that ball.
Do y'all see that? And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't know if y'all understand what all of these women that I've been showing y'all on these last few videos, what they have in common, but it's selfishness. R.I.P. Michael's wife, selfishness. The school teacher who raps, selfishness. Sexy Red, selfishness. So if the women are quote unquote getting stronger, what are the men getting, huh? If the women are getting quote unquote more selfish and stronger, what are the men getting? And then when they have kids, what does that look like? And then when their kids have kids, what does that look like? Sexy Red from a young girl. This young girl looks like a lot of young girls that's being raised nowadays.
No Cap-tivity.
You know how I know? I showed it on my platform. I showed it to the No Cap crew. We done seen them.
No Cap-tivity.
What about the father that whooped his young girl's ass while the mother sat up there and watched their daughter twerk? What about the countless videos I showed where the mother was doing twerk videos, shaking their ass on TikTok? This is a norm. Should men stop expecting traditional women? Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. This guy is a doctor. I want y'all to pay attention. This guy that I'm about to show y'all is a doctor. Is anybody listening to me? This dating show, which we've seen it before, it's called Pop the Balloon. This guy is a doctor. Do y'all remember when the rocket scientist, I think what was he? The guy that got turned down, the guy that went viral that got turned down on the Kendra G show. What was he? A neurosurgeon. I think that's what I was going to say a rocket scientist. Maybe he was a rocket scientist. I don't know. Same difference. Yeah, I think he was a neurosurgeon or a rocket scientist or something like that. Got turned down on Kendra G. Do y'all remember that viral video? It's because they don't give a damn. And of course that guy wanted a traditional woman. The qualifications that he had, the woman that was on Kendra G's show, she just wasn't willing to fulfill. And we thought that was an anomaly. No, that is a norm. You know how I know it's a norm? I'm going to prove it to you. Watch this. So, obviously this guy has his head on straight. No Diddy.
This one here for the thug.
And he was trying to tell this young lady that the way she carries herself, she would be a liability to him. She is not, her depth, she does not have a lot of depth when it comes to knowledge. She's very superficial. How do we know? This is how she expressed herself during the show.
Right. Do you got kids though?
No.
Can you?
No.
And one thing about it, we know he ain't gonna have a problem with a sexless marriage. We already know.
No Cap-tivity.
These women gonna lick you from the rooter to the tooter.
Absolutely right. I don't know enough about you.
Is this guy being unrealistic? Is he expecting too much? Are we as men expecting too much from women? Hassan said he would have gave her a chance. Should men stop expecting traditional women?
You said you've had. Bring anything right now.
Good luck with the other girl.
Say okay.
So he was stipulating what he was trying to clear up what he was saying. He was telling her she can't bring him or do anything for him right now. She can't offer him anything right now. And I think what he was telling her is to work on improving herself. I think he's showing adequate leadership skills right now. He's a doctor. Obviously, he cares for people. But, I mean, come on, man. This girl listen to Sexy Red. She ain't trying to hear what he got to say. She looking at him crazy like, do you know who you talking to? I don't give a damn that you a damn doctor. Is the doctor a little far-fetched right now? Is he exaggerating his expectations? Look at the guy in the black leather jacket standing next to him. He looking at the doctor like, man, I wish she would have chose me. I would have beat the brakes off her ass. Shit. No Cap-tivity. That's what the guy next to her is saying. Man, you stupid.
This is why your immaturity will prevent you from being with a real man.
No, I've dealt with real men
because you're not
before.
listening to me and you're trying to talk over
Go
me.
ahead, I'm listening.
Adults have conversations.
I'm listening.
Okay? So if we were to get together, you would be asking me questions like, Dr. Elam, what did you do to acquire everything that you acquired? What did you do to learn everything that you learned? What type of habits and skills do you have that can help me get to where I want to get? You have 2 Airbnb properties. How can we get to 4? How can we get to 8?
I already know how to do that. My dad.
She said she already know how to do that. You can't tell me nothing.
No Cap-tivity.
I just want to fuck. You can't tell me nothing. I just want to fuck, dog. That's all. No Diddy.
This one here for the thug.
You can't tell me nothing, dog. I don't need you. I got a daddy. Let's be partners in this shit. Even though I'm 22 years old. I listen to Sexy Red. Cardi B and Nicki Minaj taught me everything I need to know, dog. Catch up. Will the doc ever find the woman he's looking for, or should he have settled for this a woman like this? What do y'all think? Will the doctor, the good doctor right here, Dr. Elam, shout out to Pop My Balloon, will he find the woman that he's looking for, or should he have settled for this woman right here? What do you think?
No Cap-tivity.
Are men gonna have a hard time in the future trying to find a traditional woman? Are traditional women becoming extinct like the Tyrannosaurus Rex or whatever that shit called? Tosaurus Rex or Rexatosaurus. Or the Mammotosaurus Rextosaurus. Or the pterodactyl. Are traditional women becoming extinct? She was going to pick him. That young lady was going to pick him. And she wasn't a bad looking young lady. Is the doctor's standards too high? I've heard men say in these spaces, messed in with the talking points that a high value man, the doctor right here, he probably would be considered a high value man, right? I heard men say high value men, it doesn't matter how educated you are. It doesn't matter if you have a PhD, right? A high value man would wife up a woman that works at the drive-thru as long as she's fit, friendly, and submissive and cooperative and all of those traits. You heard them all before. I've heard men say that, well, he just turned this woman down. And I'm just confused. I'm confused. I'm telling you, I don't know what to think nowadays. This guy just turned this woman down. I don't know what to think.
If we were to get together, you would be asking me questions like, Dr. Elam, what did you do to acquire everything that you acquired? What did you do to learn everything that you learned? What type of habits and skills do you have that can help me get to where I want to get? You have 2 Airbnb properties. 38.
You're 38? Oh, yeah. Red flag.
So he's...
You are very handsome. I wouldn't even thought you were 38.
Of course not. But it's less about being a red flag and more about being a liability.
I get it.
If I were to bring you into my life, you would be a liability. No
Cap-tivity. Oh no, man. I ain't even catch that the first time. That was kind of suspect. What y'all think? You only like me because I'm beautiful. Yeah.
This one here for the thug.
You only like me because I'm beautiful.
There
too
yet.
young.
You're not there yet.
Right.
And if you're not already on that path,
I'm already on it. That's the problem. You don't know enough about me.
you're absolutely right. I don't know
So
enough
you're
about you.
messing up.
You said you have Airbnb
Good luck
properties.
with the other girls back there. You're messing up. Oh, next. Oh.
And I can tell that you're triggered, and that's okay.
I'm not triggered, sweetheart. You are very handsome.
We can
But-
work through this
but-
together. You have 2 Airbnb properties. How can we get to 4? How can we get to 8?
See, the red pill guys and you know, the Kevin Samuel followers, they always said that a high value man would choose a woman that works at that works at a fast food restaurant if they had to, as long as she's submissive, cooperative, fit friendly, all of that good stuff. But as we see right here, this guy is exemplifying a different dynamic. He's turning her down because he's saying that she doesn't have enough. She's a liability. She has not presented herself as an asset. There's mixed messages out here in these YouTube streets. I don't care what nobody say. There's mixed messages out here in these YouTube streets.
I know how to do that.
And then we always used to talk about body count, right? I don't even know when the last time I've heard a body count discussion. Dudes don't even talk about body count no more. Have you noticed that guys don't even talk about body count no more? We don't even talk about body count no more. Like, we don't have body count discussions anymore. Has anybody noticed that? Has anybody noticed the body count conversation or discussion on these shows and panels used to be very frequent? But now we don't hardly witness any body count discussions. Has anybody noticed that? Maybe this is a reason why.
Let me break it to you boys. The average 23-year-old girl has slept with more men than the average 53-year-old woman.
Maybe the men realize that. Maybe the men realize that the average 23-year-old girl has slept with more men than the average 53-year-old woman. And we all know that the older men want younger women. Most of the older men want younger women. Do you see what's going on? The younger women are listening to Cardi B, Sexy Red, Nicki Minaj, the younger women. So the older men don't even really regard body count no more. They don't care. Should men stop expecting traditional women?
No Cap-tivity.
Big Bad Boy said body count is only an online topic. They still happy. Yeah, okay. But okay, wait. I'm just saying in this space I haven't heard any. I haven't heard no body count conversations in a while. In a while. And I'm thinking that men are just totally disregarded. They don't care about body count no more. As long as you don't have a disease, get over here.
Let me break it to you boys. The average 23-year-old girl has slept with more men than the average 53-year-old woman. Let that sink in. We're living in a time And I know this because I used to be a teacher for many years, and I couldn't believe the sexual promiscuity amongst 14.
She's saying she used to be a teacher. She has experience with younger girls. She's saying these younger women are fucking left and right out of both pants legs. These younger women are having so much sex. They're having so much sex. I seen a video on Instagram where this young girl got caught in a bathroom. She was getting lined up by like 25 boys. It was her and 25 boys. And they was all having sex with her. And it wasn't sexual assault. It was all, what is it called? Keep having brain farts. I was going to say it was all designated. Say no, it was. Yeah. Consensual. Thank you, hot sauce. Consensual. Yeah. This is a norm. They're just having sex. These women are having sex. These young girls are having sex. The virgin is long gone. Young women maintaining their chastity is long gone. This is what this woman is trying to tell y'all.
13, 12-year-old girls, because here's what they had. They had
13, 12-year-old girls having sex with these little boys. Back when I was younger, they used to hunch with their clothes on. How many people remember that? When I was younger, they was hunching with their clothes on, pretending to have sex. Now, guess what? They having full-on sex. Full-fledged sex. Intercourse. They're getting penetrated.
access to Snapchat. They could send nudes of themselves to older boys or whatever it is from the age of 11, 12. Nudes or whatever it is, well, it's technically child pornography. They would start so young, and they're living in an era where there's no negativity attached to sleeping around.
There's no negativity attached to sleeping around. Are you listening to what this lady is saying? She's saying we're living in an era where there's no negativity to sleeping around. I've been saying this the whole live stream. Should men stop expecting traditional women? I'm at the go. Should they? There's no negativity. There's no negative.
Child pornography. They would start so young, and they're living in an era where there's no negativity attached to sleeping around. It's seen as liberating. So by the time a girl is 23 years old,
they see it as liberating. Don't they see it as liberating? I'm about to drop the link in 1 second. Don't the younger women see sex as liberating? They shaking ass all over the damn place. These younger women are shaking, slanging ass all over the damn place. It's a norm now. And these are the women that these young boys are should be looking forward to joining themselves with. It's a norm now. And guess what? I'll do you one better. The young men, this is what they're expecting. They're expecting the sexy reds. That is a norm to the young man now. This is why I told y'all a long time ago, this is why we needed the fathers in the home. Fathers that still believe in the traditional lifestyle, traditional woman that could teach the young men, you know, what to expect out of a woman. But most of these young men, they know the sexy red lyrics right along with these young girls. They do.
I promise you, she slept with more men than a 53-year-old woman, because a 53-year-old woman grew up in a time where she was shamed for sleeping around. There was no sexual liberation. There was a sanctity attached to sexuality. A 22-year-old grew up in a time where Snapchat, twerking, wearing promiscuous clothes, going out, being on social media was all normalized. So if you think that, I'm going to be with a 21-year-old, she's going to have low body count. Guys, what world do you live in?
If you think that you're gonna be with a 21-year-old, young men and the older men, if you think you're gonna be with a 21-year-old and she got a low body count, what world do you live in? What the hell?
No captivity.
What world do you live in?
It's waiting for the third.
Oh, I want me a younger woman because she doesn't have a huge body count. Try again. There's nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. It's all out in the open. These young women are having sex by the boatloads, and it's a norm. And they're not even ashamed. It's all over social media. You know, back in the day, if you did have a high body count and if you had sex with a lot of boys and you were known to be fast, how many remember that word? How many remember your grandmother and your mother saying that word about women that was promiscuous? Her fast ass with your fast tail. Shout out to T Will in the building. What's going on, T Will? Shalom.
No captivity.
How many of y'all remember your grandma saying, yeah, she fast. She fast as hell. Expressive Vibe say hot in the pants. Yeah. That terminology existed because the women that used to be fast, they was trying their best to hide it because they didn't want the boy that they really liked it, that they actually wanted to go with, to know that about them. Even the fast girls, even the hot in the pants girls, even the whorish little women was still trying to hide it. But guess what? These women ain't trying to hide nothing. They're having sex all over the place, and they want you to know they're having sex all over the place. They look at it as a badge of honor.
What world do you live in?
One more time.
Let me break it to you, boys. The average 23-year-old girl has slept with more men than the average 53-year-old woman. Let that sink in. We're living in a time, and I know this because I used to be a teacher for many years, and I couldn't believe the sexual promiscuity amongst 14, 13, 12-year-old girls, because here's what they had. They had access to Snapchat. They could send nudes of themselves to older boys or whatever it is from the age of 11, 12.
I bet most of y'all don't even believe this woman. I bet most of y'all don't even believe this woman that 12-year-old, 11-year-old girls are sending nude pics through Snapchat or even straight through their smartphone that their parents bought them. Right? I guarantee you most of y'all don't even believe this woman. That 11-year-old girls, 12-year-old girls are sending nude photos nowadays. And then if you do believe her, why would this be the case? It's because hypersexuality is the norm.
No captivity.
Should men stop expecting traditional women? Is it long gone? Is it a day of the past? Do men have overzealous expectations?
nudes or whatever it is, well, it's technically child pornography, they would start so young. And they're living in an era where there's no negativity attached to sleeping around. It's seen as liberating. So by the time a girl is 23 years old, I promise you she's slept with more men than a 53-year-old woman. Because a 53-year-old woman grew up in a time where she was shamed for sleeping around. There was no sexual liberation. There was a sanctity attached to sexuality. A 22-year-old grew up in a time where Snapchat, twerking, wearing promiscuous clothes, going out, being on social media was all normalized. So if you think that, I'm going to be with a 21-year-old, she's going to have low body count. Guys, what world do you live in? What world do you live in?
That's a good question. What world do we live in?
No captivity.
What world do we live in today? Have we actually sat down to think about it? Are all of these gender war conversations in vain? Let me plug this in right quick. Okay, there we go. I think it's about time to invite my No Cap crew up here. I'm about to put the link in the chat. I'm going to have some correspondence. And we're going to go over one more video together. And I want to get you guys' take on what I've been talking about so far this evening. Here we go. Join the show. There's the link in the chat. And I also pinned it to the top. The blade will never die, man. What's going on with you, bro? Glow Hardy, what's going on, bro? Okay. The blade will never die. He just dropped off. Glow, what's going on? Can you hear me? Okay, Glow just dropped off as well. The blade will never die.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. I hear both of y'all.
Yeah, it was mute or something. I don't know what happened. But okay, I'll be quick. So first I want to say this to your overall question.
Yeah.
What can we expect? And I want to say this, disappointment comes before expectation.
Mm-hmm.
And when you start expecting things from other people, all you're going to get is just disappointment. The toothpaste can't go back into the tube. We hear, the genie is out of the bottle. You showed it, bro. Middle school students screaming and yelling to Sexy Red. Never would happen back in my day. Never will happen.
It's crazy.
And so I just think that when it comes to expecting women to be traditional, man, we got to get that out of our head, man.
You think so?
Yeah. Because all you get is be disappointment.
Wow.
If I'm in those streets today, I would automatically assume that every girl I'm dealing with got a 50 piece on her, just for my peace of mind. Before just put 50 on her. Maybe it's more, maybe it's less, but fuck it. Just put a 50 piece on her. And the reason why I said that Desi woman ain't shit is because of this. Real quick story, right? 2 seconds. There's a girl. She's Romanian, right? A low income communist country. And She is married to an Angolan dude. Angolan guy lost his job in China, so she took his resume, went online to apply for jobs for him. Now he's going out and he's looking also, right? He's not just laying around. But she went through her contacts, her connections, looked for jobs, and then actually IBM called her asking her for to come in for an interview. She talked to them and convinced them to interview her husband. That is support, bro.
Wow.
With her, Cap-tivity. From her with Tasha K, all I got was like, for our women, if we're just around, that's support, right? So yeah, you use my car, but you used my car when it was convenient for me to let you use my car. And that's all you did, right? Because did you buy him clothes? She was like, no, he brought it on his own, right? But she just said, oh, my car, my car. You shot your video on my car. I mean, how much sacrifice did it give me to just give you the keys so you can film your video on my car, right? That's not really support. And my last point is this: my very best friend, when he came to China, he met a girl and who 6 months later became his wife. When they were dating, she was making more money than him. They talked and she knew his background and stuff like that. And he was like, yo, your company is taking advantage of you. You should be getting paid much, much more. Not only did she call and get him a job at another company, paying him 3 times her own individual salary, she also helped him to start his own company, and now they're married.
Okay,
that's what I mean by support.
Okay, whether you think Desi Banks' ex-girlfriend exemplified support or not, do you think, even with the other examples you gave with your friends, do you think that men will be able to expect that from women nowadays and going towards the future?
No, absolutely not. Like my when I go home and visit my brother, his homeboys, they're from Pakistan, and their moms tell them, when it's time for you to marry, go back to the old country. In America, forget about it. Even the Pakistani women in America, forget about it. Forget about it.
Really?
Go back to the home country. Yeah, go back to the home country to get married. They don't marry Pakistanis here, or the Indians don't marry the Indians from here. They go back home.
So they have an understanding that America is tainted, is forever tainted, and it will never get back right again, basically.
Bro, everybody know America's Babylon. Everybody know that.
Glow,
we don't know that.
Glow, what do you think, Glow? Do you think, hold on, before Glow goes, hold on, let me do this. Before Glow goes, let me see.
You so damn dumb. Check the cash out. Check the cash out, bitch.
Shout out to Rule Black. Rule Black, man, I appreciate you, bro. Rule Black with the $7.77 cash out. He said, love the content, bro. No Cap-tivity. Shout out to Rule Black, got that light jumping and helping pay the light bill for the No Cap crew. Thank you, Rule Black, man, for your $7.77 cash cap, bro. Appreciate that, man. Let me see. Glow, what do you think, Glow? Should men still expect a traditional woman going forward, going towards the future? Should we still expect that?
Not in America.
Not in America. Why do you say that?
Not in America. Bro, these hoes, bro, we have too much of a liberal mindset. And I'm not saying, see, the thing is that there should be a balance. Like, I personally think everybody should be a moderate. You know what I'm saying? There should be a balancing act. You know what I'm saying? It's too liberal here. And it's been like that for years. Like, it's liberal to the point, like, our policies and all of that are liberal to the point where there's no societal accountability, and I'm talking about like accountability that's separate from any type of government intervention, like just natural human decency, natural human courtesy, natural just natural humanity. You know what I'm saying? There's no humanity in this shit anymore. There's no humanity in the Western Hemisphere. Everything is about a dollar. You know what I'm saying? Everything's about a dollar and some ego. You know what I'm saying? And these hoes, like, they head here is fucked up. Why the passport bro movement is successful because they're finding exactly what they want over there, whether it be some pussy or a wife. They finding what they want. You know what I'm saying? You can get pussy here, but it come with a damn fucking headache. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. They come with a headache.
So, you're in your 20s. I think,
yes,
if I'm not mistaken, you're 26 years old, right?
Yes, sir.
What does the dating pool look like in your age bracket?
This shit is trash. I don't date. And I'm not about to sit up here and act like, you know, I said this 1,000 times before. I have no issues. I'm choosing not to date. I would have to keep, bro, like, I would have to keep bitches off of me with a stick if I went outside as much as I used to. Like, I'm so serious, man. Like, it's not as bad as the generation after me, but it's still pretty fucking bad because, like, they're still in our dating pool. Like, our generation and the one before, I think the one before us is way worse. It's way worse, but ours is still pretty bad in comparison. You know what I'm saying? When I was in high school, we had thought pages. Mm-hmm. You know what a thought page is?
Enlighten me.
So a thought page in high school, bro, we had a damn Twitter, and hoes was getting ran in the hallway, the football hallway. I'm pretty sure they had that shit in the 90s, but I'm talking about, bro, like the page was never boring. There was always content. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There was always content on a thought page. A thought page is pretty much a high school. It doesn't necessarily have. It started in high schools, but now, you know, it's a bigger thing. But when I was in school, when I was in high school, like, we had thought pages, and hoes was getting posted all the time, bro. Hoes was getting posted, getting ran in the school. Most of that shit was in the school. Most of the shit was in the school, man.
So, let me ask you something. With your experience with women in your age bracket, would you say they're very hypersexual? And in your opinion, if guys your age do marry women your age, you think they would have a problem with sexless marriages, or are these women? Do these young women have no problem with sex?
Yes to both of those questions.
To both of what questions? Let me know what you're saying.
So can you ask the first question again? Because I briefly forgot it.
So, in your age bracket,
I mean the first one.
In your age bracket, do you think the young men that are okay with marrying women your age, right? They don't have any qualms with marrying a woman your age. If they do enter into marriage, do you think they will have the same issues with sexless marriages as guys my age? Because guys my age complain a lot about sexless marriage. Why?
Yes.
So you think they will have the same issues?
Yes.
Why do you think 100%?
So? Because with y'all, what I speculate for your age group is that it got to a point. Like, I'm pretty sure it was sexless at some point, and, like, you know, there was on and offs and stuff like that. But now in these relationships, it starts early. It starts early into the marriage because we have these feminazis and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Because of the power dynamic that a lot of younger women know that they have because of a lot of the policies that are in place, they play these games. So they impose it early. In my understanding, in your age bracket, it's like, you know, women wait a while before they be like, all right, the pussy's off the table. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like that's what I know from, like, you know, speaking of OGs and stuff like that. But as far as we're talking about with my age range, these women are starting early. These women are starting early with that type of behavior, and it's because they know that they have leverage.
You don't think because these women, and I'm gonna ask Hot Sauce the same question, so be ready, Hot Sauce. You don't think because these women are being raised in such a hypersexual environment and in the new climate of hip hop and rap, women are running the rap game and they're very salacious and they're always talking about sex. These young women are signing up for OnlyFans, a lot of sex work. They're very sexually liberated. And you think that these young women are going to have a problem with sex the same way my generation has a problem with sexless marriages?
Do I think that the women are going to have problems with that?
Even though they're hypersexual, this is the most hypersexual we've
Bro,
ever seen women be.
I don't know. I don't know no nigga that's taking dick off the table for no, like, come on now. Like, they're not gonna be dealing with the issue of not getting sex. They're gonna deal with the issue of not being able to be in a proper relationship.
Okay.
They're gonna deal with improper courting. That's their issue. We're gonna see a decline in cohesion between opposite sexes. We're gonna see a sharp decline in that.
Hot Sauce, what do you think? Do you think the younger generation is going to have a problem with sexless marriages like we do? Or not like me? Not like me. Let me just put the hold on. Not like me. No Cap-tivity. But like my generation. You know what I'm saying. Go ahead.
Yeah, our generation. So I'll say this. I think men and Glow's generation will also deal with sex and marriages, but the difference is this. You know, women in his generation, they have stables, right? So I would probably guess that women will be in women will create sexless marriages just because they're tired of sleeping with the same dude. You know, women in their generation, they like variety. They're sleeping with multiple men, even now, even before marriage. So that type of lifestyle doesn't go away just because she has a ring, right? So that's what I'll probably see. They'll probably end up in a sexless marriage just because she's going to be sleeping with other people.
So
And I
not
think,
not because she doesn't want to have sex, it's because she wants to have sex with more men than just him. That's what you're saying.
or she'll get tired of him and just look for somebody else. And the time they do have sex is just to cover up that pregnancy because she's about to be pregnant.
Really?
Yeah.
That's deep. That's deep. So, is there a way to live cohesively with a non-traditional woman, with a younger woman that listens to Cardi B, Sexy Red, and follows a lot of the thought culture? Do you think there's a way for a man to have a successful marriage and live cohesively with this new age woman, this new wifey material?
Probably
Are you
not long
asking
term.
me first or Hot Sauce?
Yeah, who asking first?
It don't matter. We all.
I'll just go first. I'll just go first. I would say probably not because I've already been on record, right? If you haven't seen your mom and dad live together in ups and downs as a child, it's quite difficult. Then and then you add this type of environment to that. I don't see. As a matter of fact, I don't even see people getting married anymore. I just think people just gonna have babies, cohabitate, co-parent, or whatever. I don't even think marriage is gonna be on the table.
So you think marriage is pretty much going to be obsolete after a while? It's going down the tube.
I mean, shit, 70% of us are born out of it anyway. So I just see it as a thing of the past, man. It's ancient. Marriage is ancient. It's an ancient institution.
Glow, you've been married before. Do you have aspirations on getting married again?
Oh my God. I hate to say it because that shit sound dumb as fuck after what the fuck I went through. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I hate to admit it publicly because I don't want them to think. I don't want them to think that I'm thinking about getting married. But yeah, I do. I do want a family. I do want a traditional family. I do want a good looking wife that's cooking, cleaning, and doing all that stuff and being an asset to me outside of like household chores. I do want that, and I do think that a woman is valuable outside of her box. I do believe that. Um, to answer your first question or the question that you just posed, no, there is no cohesion. But actually, no, I take that back. Um, the way that we see marriage is not going. It's not going to be the picture of marriage in the future. And the reason I say that is because of common law. So you're going to see a lot more common law marriages because people are going to be, because to Hot Sauce's point, people are just going to be having kids and cohabitating. And I've seen that dynamic for myself. I've seen that plenty of times, you know. So the way that we would go to the courthouse, or the way that you post, like, you know, this big wedding and you're getting ordained and stuff like that by the pastor, your marriage is being ordained by the pastor and stuff like that. We're going to see less of that and more you're married because you stay together for a long time. I think that we're going to see more of that.
Thank you, Kasani. Yeah. How you doing? Thank you for coming through.
No Cap-tivity.
Hi, Freezy. How you doing?
Long time no see, sis.
Yeah, I've been busy with work and school. You know how it is.
Oh, well, you in the right place. It's all good. So, talk to me. Have you been chiming in on the conversation?
Yeah, I've been listening, and I think we just live in a world where men need to stop waiting for the world to affirm their masculinity, to affirm who they are. And they should, and I know it's hard and it's not very fair considering they're the ones who affirm our femininity, but the world we live in is very cruel now. So I think sometimes as a man, you need to put your foot down and you need to decide during the courting stage what you want to do, who you need as a woman, you know? And to that effect, I guess what I'm trying to explain is, for us women, there's a sense of loyalty that is within us that if it's tapped into properly, you would never have to worry about this whole modern woman, this issue of sexist marriage, because once you tap into that, you know, you really have nothing to worry about. She's yours for life. But then the thing is, with the way that
before you continue, I know you weren't here the other night or the last live stream, but you sound very familiar with one of our other No Cap sisters by the name of Fanny P. She was actually kind of explaining the same thing, how men just need to tap into their masculinity. Women like confident men. They like men that are confident leaders, that know what they need to do, right? That's exactly what she was saying, and it's crazy that you was coming up here saying the same thing. Go ahead, Kasani.
Yeah, but then I'm not saying that they should do it for women to see them as better. I mean, they should stop waiting for the world to tell them that, oh, you're being misogynistic, when all they're doing is protecting their interests. Because it's normal. We also protect our interests. And the thing that nobody will tell you is that as a woman, I will always have a plan B. If things don't work out, I'm just going to go and get married. You guys do not have that. For you guys, marriage is the end of it, right? You get locked into that. If our marriage doesn't work, I can always find another husband. It's an issue of me just picking who I want. So I think it's an issue of men putting their foot down. In fact, I think that especially in your corner of the world, and I say this knowing that most people are going to be very angry with me for saying this, but I think that sometimes you guys need to take a page out of the African man's book. Yes, he's a bit rough. Yes, he's a bit too, I want to say, unpolitically correct or politically incorrect. But then at the end of the day, if you look at most African families, they're still holding on to those values and they're still very healthy. So to that effect, what I was saying about worrying about the
What do you
modern
mean by
woman.
they? Yes, they are a little bit politically incorrect. What do you mean by that? Could you give us some specifics?
So here, where I'm from, well, let me just say where I'm from. I wouldn't know about other cultures, but where I'm from, if a woman does something that is improper to her husband, even something as little as deny him of, their marital commitments and the sexual side of life, the husband has a right to go to the woman's aunt and explain what's going on. The husband even has a right to send his wife back home so that they retrain her, so that they discuss with her to fix the problem. And the aunt also has the right to go and sit down with the husband and say, look, she's not happy about such and such. Is there a way that we can fix things? But then I find that side, someone just wakes up and decides to use it as something, as a punishment to you men. Like, I'll just wake up and say, I don't want to sleep with my husband because I don't like what he's doing, or because I miss a certain ex who used to hit it in some kind of way. Here, it's not allowed. It's not allowed. Once you are man and wife, you have responsibilities to each other. So much that even in most churches where I'm from, they have this certain respect for marriage. They have this certain respect that even if a woman is to say, oh, I just decided that I'm not going to sleep with my husband because I'm fasting, the first question most pastors will ask you is, before you fasted, did you discuss with your husband? Did you talk about it? So there's that respect to it. And like I was saying before, it's all about finding someone who has that sense of loyalty, someone who can easily apply sanctity to your marriage. And it comes with the simple things, with the very small things. Look at how someone treats their friends. Look at how someone treats their hard-earned money. How are they working with it? Like, are they respecting their work? Are they respecting their bodies? Are they respecting their home?
Well, hold,
If someone cannot,
let me cut in right quick. So, do you think that the African women in your country would love an African American man, a foundational Black American, if they came to your country?
to be honest, it's not even about Black American, an American man. To us, what is important is a man who is a protector and a provider. And then we will do the rest. We will do our part as the nurturers, as the mothers, as what we can do. So I don't know if you remember when I said that I'm in school and I'm also working. So right now I'm working on, making my basic career look good. I'm working on getting these certifications because right now I'm not married. So one thing that I was taught by my grandmother was that as a woman, you need to be a helper to your husband. And whilst you wait for that day when you're now with a husband, continue to find ways that you'll be able to help, not because you will be his slave, not because you are weak, but because it is your home too. It is under your roof too. It is your kids too. All of you are under one covering. So if he cannot take care of business for a few months, you need to be a lady who can get a job. You need to be a lady who can take care of business without ever losing respect. So the whole point of school and work is for me to learn the importance of hard-earned money, for me to understand what it takes to be in the position that one man will be when he finally marries me. It helps me to eventually understand certain things, and I've even seen a few things.
Let me ask you this. I got one more question. I just need a yes or no, and then I'm gonna let Hot Sauce ask you whatever. It seems like our Hot Sauce has some questions.
I want to ask a question.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Hot Sauce go first, and then you can go, Glow. Do you think that the woman that you're describing seems like a pretty traditional woman? Well, I don't even want to say on the African side, because the woman you described, we would deem that a traditional woman in America as well, right?
A great woman.
Yeah.
Do you think that woman still exists in America?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, let me go ahead.
Sorry, just to end to add that, I just wanted to say I think she does, but the other ones are too noisy for her to speak up. Remember, the traditional woman is not a loud woman. She's not a woman who wants to be seen above everybody else. She's a calm woman. So in the midst of all the noise, you might not find her.
All right, so
go ahead,
here's
Hot
the
Sauce.
thing. So, I appreciate the caller's sentiment. You sound like you're from the southern part of Africa, around the Zimbabwe, Botswana part. Am I right about that? Somewhere around there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is she
Right.
Somali?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
Somali.
Yeah. So no. Definitely like Zimbabwe, Zambia, that kind of area, like, or like around the southern part of Africa, right? Because I have friends and you sound just like them. One is from Namibia, and the other one is from Zambia. So, and they talk just like you. So here's a point I think we're missing a lot of. So first of all, what you're talking, like, America is very, very different than like Botswana and in Zambia or in Zimbabwe. Very, very different. And then on top
True.
of that, the rights that the women here have and the rights that the women have well, where you're from, are extremely different. So to kind of say that the reason why women in our country are not feminine or loyal, or let me paraphrase you correctly. Every woman is loyal and waiting to be loyal and be there with her man, is just not true, because those things that you talk about, those principles and morals, those things need to be taught. And where you're from, you don't have a 70% out of birthright rate where the parents don't teach that. Where you're from, your parents teach that, especially from the lens of Christianity, especially where in the southern part of Africa where you're from. We're not raised that way. So the thing about it is that the idea of women are sugar and spice and everything nice, that is a fallacy. And where you go to countries where women are those things is because women were taught those things, right? People in general are shitty, and you have to be taught good morals. You have to be taught good principles. And the difference between that is that where you come from, they're taught that, and where we're come from, we're not. And a great example, and I'll land my plane here, because I do business in Kenya, and my first fiance was from Kenya, right? From the Kikuyu tribe. And in Kenya, loads of single moms, loads of divorce, things like that. And that's in Africa, right? Lots of women who
Yeah.
are cheating on their husbands, lots of women that are cheating on their husbands, and lots of men are raising kids out of that they don't know theirs. And that's in Kenya. And everybody know, like, for example, if you talk to Tanzanian women, they'll say, "Oh, don't deal with Kenyan women. They're just like American women." So it's the culture and the environment. So to say that, to say this, there isn't any traditional women here because they didn't have parents that did a good job of teaching them the correct morals. And good women were taught good morals, and bad women were not. Women do not automatically have good morals just because they're women. And we have to stop that, because that gets a lot of men in trouble. And I'll pass the mic on that.
Go ahead, Kasani. I'm gonna let you respond, and then Glow Harder, you can ask her your question. Go ahead, Kasani.
I do agree with what you're saying. I guess it's that whole question of nature versus nurture. But then to kind of open your mind to where I'm at on this issue, us women, we're not taught how to be mothers. We're not taught how to understand baby talk. We're not taught how to have these instincts. But somehow
I'm
we
sorry.
learn.
I'm
And
sorry for
all I want to say is, I don't think I actually made my point properly, but let me try and make it a bit more properly. So I think it's an issue of, like I said before, I think it's an issue of finding a woman who can ascribe sanctity to the things that matter to her, right? When something is sanctified, it's like that relationship you have with God. You ascribe sanctity to it. If it's sanctified for you, you can go to a wedding where they play all the sexually explicit music they can find, all of the secular music, but it does not jeopardize the relationship that you have with God. Now, I'm not saying that the traditional woman makes her man her God. No, God comes first. But a traditional woman ascribes sanctity to her marriage, to her man. She ascribes respect and honor. And once you ascribe those things, even before love, the moment you go out of your way to do something that disrespects this man you have ascribed sanctity to that center of loyalty in your heart, your whole body, it vibrates no. It says no, this is not what I'm going to do. So I don't think it's an issue of finding a woman who was raised right, because shocking thing, actually, you hear me speaking now, but my parents were only together for a very short time, and my mom passed away and my dad got involved with another woman who didn't want me in the room. It was just a mess. And I had to find my way. I had to sit down and decide what is important to me. I had to calm down and say, no, this is what I want. I had to learn to be loyal to myself, to ascribe sanctity to my future, and decide, no, I'm going to live according to this line, and I am going to make my mother proud. So I don't think it's about saying there's no woman at all. We all come from very terrible circumstances. There's something that almost crippled us. It might be different for each person, but I think it's an issue of finding someone who can face these odds, face the whole world burning down, and decide that they will be the source of oxygen that will calm the fire around them. Because I think that's what it's all about.
So Freezy, let me just say this one thing and I'll
Source
pass
of,
it. I
hold
promise.
on. Let me drop the bomb on that. Source of oxygen
No captivity.
that will become the fire around them. Yeah. Go ahead,
So,
Hot Sauce.
Yeah, because another thing that I also wanted to add is that
one
what you
second,
need to remember is
Hold
that.
on, Kasani. Let Hot Sauce ask your question, then we can
Oh,
go from there.
sorry.
Go ahead.
So I'm just going to say this and I'm going to pass the mic because you know my brothers need to make sure that they're moving correctly. And one thing you said, and you said that your grandmother told you about getting educated and getting a job because she told you that sometimes you might have to help a man out and help him for a couple months without him being disrespected. Am I correct in
Yes,
that
yes,
you said that?
yes.
Okay, so that is a clear and cut example of how to be taught good morals and how to interact with relationships. At the end of the day, I'm sorry, it has to be taught. And men have to find women who were taught that. Every culture understands that. Arab culture, Asian culture, even African culture understands that. And you because even when you get married, they ask you, what is his family? What kind of family does he come from? Right? We
Mm-hmm.
got to be honest. I'll pass the mic on that because if they come from a poor family, he has poor values, and if he comes from a good family, he has good values. African countries, the ones I've been to, specifically Kenya and some, especially in Somalia, because I've been there too, and Ethiopia. They ask what kind of family they come from because they understand that, or he or she comes from both. They understand this stuff is taught, and the moment we understand that, the moment we can take off those Disney glasses and understand women are people. And I'll pass the mic.
So Hot Sauce is pretty much saying that the way we're raised in the environment that kids are subject under is synonymous across the board, whether it's nationally or internationally. Is that what you're saying, Hot Sauce?
Absolutely, it's taught, and we gotta understand that women are people. They're not just perfect or loyal just because they're women, because that's the lie that everybody keeps saying. They're saying like, oh, if you are a man and you're doing what you're going to do, she's going to fall in line and she's going to be faithful and she's going. No, that's not true. She has to be taught by her father, mother, grandmother, whatever, and that's why everybody asks about family. Especially because if I'm correct, right? You're either from Botswana or Zambia or Zimbabwe, one of those three. Am I correct?
Yes, you are.
Okay, so for sure they do that.
Okay. Any response, Kasani? I'm gonna let Glow after you if you have any response.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to go as well. But I just want to
Hold on,
wrap it up and
before
remind.
you go, I really want Glow Harder to ask you a question before you go. Go ahead, Glow.
Man, I want to say this before I ask the question. Jesus Christ, listening to you is amazing, and I wish we had more women like you over here. Jesus Christ, listening to you is like a dream. All right, and we love that over here. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, thank you.
Of course. What what are some core values that you look for in a man aside from or I wouldn't even say values because you already listed that. What are some personality traits that attract you to a man specifically? And I'm not talking about your culture. I'm talking about you specifically.
For me, what is important is a man who is hardworking, a man who is kind, and a man who is considerate. Those are my top three. In fact, considerate is actually number one. Because I believe in a relationship where it works like a hug. You watch whatever is going on behind me. I watch whatever is going on behind you. And as long as we stay like that, we're warm. The moment you start reaching your hand or looking to the side, you stop being considerate. You can't see what we're doing. My back is exposed. So yeah, a considerate man, a kind man, and a hardworking man. It is that kind of a man who, no matter what happens, even if he loses everything, you know you will still be okay.
Can I ask you two? Can I ask her two questions?
Go ahead.
Two more questions. Okay. What?
Make sure you
Why
ask
are
for her
you?
number.
Why are you currently? Hey, for real. Hey, all bullshit aside, you hear what I'm saying? Like,
Give me your phone number in the back of the email. I'm helping them out. Let me
please,
help out.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Hey, please, man.
You sure you don't want this girl number right here?
Oh no, she good. She good. She can stay for the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, my bad.
That ain't my type of menu. You feel me?
I was just joking. Elevated, and Randy B. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Why are you not married right now? What has prevented you? What is stopping you, or what choices have you made not to be married?
Nice question.
Honestly, I made okay, I was in a bit of a bad situation when my mom passed away. And my dad was not really involved, like I said, because his wife did not like the idea of a child, who's older than her kids. So I was never really wanted. So one day I just decided I'm tired, being sidelined. And I left. I left the house. I left everything. And I just started from scratch. No school, nothing. So the reason why I'm not married is I spent the last about 7 years building from scratch myself as a person and everything that I have now, my job, my school stuff, and everything. Why I did that is not because I didn't want to get married. Trust me, there were aunties who had all these men that they were saying, look, he will marry you. You're still young, you're still pretty, he will marry you. But the first question I asked myself is, what do I have to offer this man? Am I walking into his house to just be another burden, another child he has to take care of? Sure, if he wants me to be a stay-at-home wife, that's cool. I will respect that. But then there will come a day when he needs someone who understands the books, who understands the accounting, who understands the job. And I cannot miss my point. as his helper for life, simply because I chose the easy way out. So I guess the reason why I'm not married is I spent too long putting my head down, working on myself, and I forgot to make friends. I forgot to go out. I forgot to do everything that other 20-year-olds do. And now I
Oh
am like,
yeah.
I'm
Oh yeah.
25 and things are making
Cassandra,
sense now. And I've
She
been going
25?
out, yeah, I've been going out. I've been,
Cassandra,
going
sorry.
to
I have one
events.
question.
I'm trying.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Cassandra, can I ask you one question?
Kasani.
Kasani, can I ask you one question?
Sure.
Okay, great. Okay, so listen. Little bit to let you know. I am a very upstanding man, and Freezy is a very upstanding man. And we want to know, can my man Glow get your phone number or email? We vouch for him. He's a good dude. Just
I
put it in the back
guess.
chat. Email. Just start with the email. Put it in the back, and y'all talk a
Man.
little bit. Glow, put your email in the back. Just be quiet. Put your email in the back. Just go ahead and do that. And Kasani, put your email in the back, and then y'all just take it from there.
Well, I'm not
Hey bro,
sure how to do that.
yeah, hey,
Well, how about this? How about this? He put his email in the back, and then you send him a hi. How about that?
In the back? How do I see it?
Hey,
oh, she's
just go
on
to
her
guest
phone because
chat.
I was looking for the same thing.
Yeah, I'm
She's
on
on
my
her phone.
phone.
Wait, you can't see it
Okay.
on your phone?
Nah, it's
Yeah, okay,
difficult.
so you know what? There's I do some freelancing side work online. I could just type it in the comment section.
Yeah, and then let my man Glow contact you, and I go to Africa a lot, so I'm always in Kenya, so I can help my boy out a little bit.
Yeah, I'll just put it in the comment section when I log out. I
All
think
right,
you'll see my name. It says Kasani anyways. You can
all
just
right, cool. There you go. I
mm.
like to help my brother out here and there.
Y'all tough, bro. I rock with y'all, man. Y'all already knew what the play was, man. Y'all knew what the play
Captivity.
was, man.
Love connection. Isn't it
Well, I have to
great?
go
Yeah.
now.
We got
I have
Kasani
to.
and Glow Hardy. We love all the ladies. Thank you, Kasani.
Captivity.
Oh, Freezy, I have to go now. It's really early in the morning over
Hey,
here.
Kasani, listen, can you do me a favor?
Please drop
Yeah.
that email, man.
Don't be a stranger, Kasani. Okay?
No, I won't. I won't. Sometimes I just get busy. I just get really busy.
And next time you come, when do you think you're gonna be able to come again? No Diddy.
Honestly, I do not know. I do have a bit of a busy schedule the rest of this week, but I will try to pop in whenever I can.
So
You have
next
my
time you
word.
come, I need you to show your face, okay?
Yeah, and
All right,
put
I
that
will
link in
make
your
sure to do
freelance.
that.
Okay.
I'm
Don't forget
actually
to
like
put
in
the
bed
link for
right
your
now,
freelance.
so I was just listening, getting ready to sleep, and
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But yeah, I just wanted to just remind the gents before I go that you guys need to remember the first couple that we all have heard of. That's Adam and Eve.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, Adam had a whole mandate he was given by God, and you need to remember that his job was to take care of the animals. And he was just a man taking care of animals as big as what elephants, giraffes, the scary looking ones, the nasty looking ones. And then God saw that even though everything was perfect, he needed a helper. So you guys, when you're looking at your partner, and I know when the curvy body is doing what it's doing, you get beguiled. It makes sense. But just remember that the world we live in is pretty much like the Garden of Eden. It's a lot of wild things happening. You need to have a partner who makes dealing with all of the wildness that's out there worth it, who makes you feel like as long as the kingdom at home is fine, then everything else outside will bow down because you are a king and you're just a diplomat in the wildness of the world. So you need to have someone who understands, appreciates, and lives by that. And honestly, it's very easy to see in the first days, as long as, like, I'm not sure who said it, but as long as you don't wear your Disney glasses and you just have the hard conversations first, you will have the soft time, the soft life later. But yeah, that's my parting words.
Wow. Thank you,
And I
Kasani.
have to
Listen,
go.
we don't want to keep you too much longer, but I just want to say this. She's your queen to
Breezy, chill, man. Let her write the thing in the comments, man. Chill.
Bro,
Chill,
please, man, drop that. I need that ASAP because I'm trying to save you. You feel what I'm saying?
All
I'm
right, I
trying to
will.
save you.
Elephants. Glow kills elephants, so he needs his queen to help cook it up.
You feel me?
Okay. All right.
I've seen you kill an
Well,
elephant.
thank you very much for the opportunity to speak, Freezy.
Oh, every
And
time. You know you my sister.
I will see you some other time.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
Goodbye,
you.
everybody.
Goodbye, Kasani. Man, shut up.
No captivity.
I'm gonna tell you, this how we rocking over here, huh? I told y'all. Didn't I tell y'all that we was gonna make connections over here too? I told y'all. And shout out to the Blade Will Never Die for playing the no cap wingman tonight.
No captivity.
Yeah.
I got you, bro. Man, look, my international game is on point. Got you.
Hey, bro, I'm trying to get. She needs to drop that. Man, where is she at, dog? I need the email, bro. Like, I know she see a young nigga signing. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
well, Kasani, if you're still listening, if you're still game, go ahead and drop the email.
She ain't got. I mean, she probably did once.
It would have been better off if she would have dropped it in the back chat, so it would have been exclusive.
Yeah. She didn't know how to do that.
Yeah, we could. I could have deleted her. I could have deleted her message right after that she dropped it, but you know.
So Glow, how you feeling right now, man? Are you nervous? Or?
No, I'm never pressed. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never pressed. You feel what I'm saying? A P ain't never pressed. You feel me?
I'm just joking. I'm just joking, man.
Shit. Nah, but she man, like I love women like that. I love she's just a feminine woman. She's from the continent. Bro, like I be talking about big booty Brazilians all the time, but I really, if I could get a woman from the continent, I'm game, bro. You feel what I'm saying, bro? Like,
well,
man,
not only that,
I would love that, man.
Not only that, the thing that I feel like is a plus about Kasani, she has a very calming voice. Her voice is that's what men want to hear when they come home from a hard day work. They want they want a soothing soul type voice, man. And I think that's what attracted. That had to be the thing that attracted you to a Glow, because you couldn't see,
bro.
Yeah,
she sound like a sweet bird in the wind. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, most definitely.
Sound like a canary singer. You feel me?
Super chat. Shout out to BC Dub, Black Community Whistleblower, for the $10, another $10 that is Super Cap, helping us keep the lights on. Got the light jumping down there, and he says shout out to Sauce for that alley-oop.
No captivity.
Yeah, that's right. That's Sauce. That's my homeboy. I taught Hot Sauce everything he know. That's just letting y'all know that. So listen.
Dang, she done sent me off, man. Damn, my feelings hurt, man. Dog. No,
I mean, you'll have another chance, man.
I'm not one to like keep. I'm not about to keep on shooting. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's her loss. You know, it's her loss. She don't. It's her loss, but I mean, even with a woman like that, bro, I just want her to be happy, whether it's with me or with another person.
Well,
You
this the
know,
thing.
yeah.
This the thing. That's a no cap sister. She's a part of the no cap family. So she will be back. That's a fact. But I got one more video I wanted to show, and I wanted to get y'all opinion on that before we do that.
Super chat.
Shout out to my brother Ralph Spirit in the building. I like that last name, man. Ralph Spirit, man. I like that last name. Shout out to Ralph Spirit for his $2 super cap. He said, another little something, family. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it all.
No Cap-tivity.
Better believe it. Shout out to Ralph Spirit, man. Appreciate that, bro. Listen. Let me see. Let me play the video. If I still got it. I should still have it. Let me see. Let me make sure I still got it. I hope I didn't delete it. Here we go. Oh, there we go. I still got it. There we go. Yeah. What y'all think about this right here? I know you guys should be familiar with Nene Leaks. I think she was formerly of Atlanta Housewives, right? Let me see.
Yeah. She's Atlanta Housewives. OG.
Yeah, exactly. So Nene Leaks, she has a new philosophy. Well, I don't know if it's a new philosophy, but she has some advice for couples and, more importantly, married couples. And I wanted y'all to listen to it and give me y'all take on it before we get up out of here, because we ain't gonna stay too long tonight. It's a Monday night. All right, but nevertheless, it's a great show. Let me know what y'all think about what Nene Leaks had to say right here. Here we go.
Now, respectful cheating, I could deal with that.
You can?
I might, yeah, because see, look, if I'm here in Georgia and you went to San Francisco for the I'm saying any city. I'm saying if he went to New York for the weekend.
Okay, go ahead.
What you don't know
won't hurt you.
It won't hurt you. However, if you're going to cheat, you need to do it with respect. Now you do need. I don't like people who are not respectful. So these are the ones that aren't respectful. Yes. They're talking to the side piece and lying to them. First of all, you already lied to whoever this is on the side. So if you're gonna be respectful, you tell that person, you give me 50 feet on my woman. Right? Don't ever approach me when you see me with my woman.
So that's the rule.
Number one, you can never approach. I couldn't imagine somebody approaching me. It would just be like, what?
Who are you?
What is happening?
Who sent you to me?
What are you doing right now?
Yes.
So yeah, I do agree that there have to be respectful cheating. Is that what you call it?
It's called respectful cheating. It's when your side piece doesn't call my phone saying, put my man on the phone, B. And it's like, well, dang, girl.
Or posting on your social media.
Yeah, or when the side piece posts the arm of the man with his tattoos, so you could see the year he was born and the year of his daughter, so that you can identify that, yeah, girl, this is my man too. That's disrespectful cheating. Keep your side pieces in check.
That's true. Keep your side piece in check. Yeah. Well, if your man had a side piece, I mean, has he ever had a side piece?
My man?
Well, we don't want to hear all that. Just say, hold on, let me see. No deal.
It's here for the third.
Let me see. Shout out to the Solution Tracking Channel.
Super chat.
For his $5 super cap. Yes, sir. Got that light jumping. He said, my guy Freezy dropping something in the collection plate. Thank you, bro, for helping us pay the light bill.
No Cap-tivity.
We need it. We need it. The Solution Trucking Channel. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it, bro. Love, man. Thank you. Always. Thank all my No Cap crew. Thank y'all. So, Nene Leaks said, she gave advice saying, listen, most of the time cheating is going to happen. But there is a such thing as respectful cheating. And that's not letting your significant other know what you're doing or making sure you're doing a good enough job keeping it from them. She's saying this is called respectful cheating, and a relationship or marriage can work under that umbrella. Now, we talked about this new age of woman, right? You guys saying there's no more traditional women really like that anymore at large. I mean, on a large scale. And men should expect women to be, you know, not be virgins and to not even stress body count. You're saying men should not be expecting traditional women anymore. Do you guys think what Nene Leaks said as far as respectful cheating, do you think that could work in these modern day relationships / marriage? I'm going to go with Hot Sauce and then I'm going to go with Glow Hardy. Go ahead.
Well, first, I understand why she said that because, you know, when her husband had cancer, she was cheating on him, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I didn't know
So,
that.
yeah, that's why she was like saying, you know, that kind of
And
stuff.
he didn't know it,
But
or did he know it?
well, I mean, he died of cancer, right? He had like stage 4, whatever. So he was really sick. He was in, you know, he was like bedridden, right? And
Okay.
she cheated on him with some Nigerian dude. So,
Oh, okay.
so that's
She
why,
used to
you
be
know,
a
I mean, she
stripper too,
caught.
right?
Yeah, she used to be a stripper, and
Okay.
so that's probably why where all this is coming from.
Okay.
But I will say this, like, I know cheating is. I don't know how cheating can be respectful. I mean, because you pretty much, you know,
No
you're cheating.
captivity.
You're. I mean, the act
Liz, I was
itself is
trying to
being.
keep a straight face, man. Come on, I got my news face going on, my CNN face, Blade. Come on, dog.
So, but I will say this though. I mean, like, what's the statistic? Like one, like you know, like what is it? Like 1 out of 4, 1 out of 5 marriages will experience infidelity during their lifetime.
Right.
So, you know what I
I thought
mean?
it was more than
So,
that. Go ahead.
yeah. So, I mean, like, yeah, I think it's probably like 50. I think 50% of people in marriages
Yeah,
going
me
to
too.
experience infidelity. So, I guess, well, since it's like a 50-50 chance of it happening, I guess it's better to be respectful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but no, I don't believe in respectfully cheating. Yeah, you cheat, you're just. I mean, that just goes to say what type of person you are. And I'll pass the mic on that.
What do you think, Glow?
Ain't no such thing as respectful cheating. Cheating is cheating. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got an agreement that you all that allows for multiple partners, then it's okay. But so like just to get the question straight, you're asking is cheating okay, right? Essentially,
Respectful cheating.
or is it more? There's no such thing as respectful cheating. It's either that you all have an agreement that you all can explore different options while in the confines of a relationship, or you know what I'm saying, you go behind your back. There's no such thing as respectful cheating. There's nothing respectful about you know, willingly going behind your partner's back and having any type of sexual interaction that wasn't discussed outside of the marriage or the sanctity of the relationship, sanctity of the marriage, or out of the purview of the relationship. um that's the issue, is that, like, you know, people try. We can have some decency if we're gonna play by these new rules. Like, we can have some decency about it, and that's what's lacking nowadays is decency.
So basically, to hell what Nene Leaks said.
No captivity.
I mean, like, shit. Who don't like a bitch that think that way? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
No, but
yeah.
you always lose out. You always gonna lose out because she gonna get more men than you women. So you're always gonna lose out.
Yeah, I mean, like, shit, it ain't no fucking competition. When I say fucking competition, I mean I'm not in competition to see who could fuck more. Like, that's not what it's about. You know what I'm saying? But who don't enjoy, like, you know, if you a man and she think that way, what man wouldn't want to enjoy? What man wouldn't enjoy that? You know, me personally, I'm okay. I'm a very monogamous man. I have no issues with being monogamous, because that's why I got married in the first place. Is because I didn't want to think about women out of a marriage. Like, I'm okay with one woman. I am superbly okay with one woman, and even more so, I'm gonna tell you why. Is because I knew that most of these hoes' heads is fucked up. So, like, why the fuck would I want, if I could start a relationship with somebody early before my value sets in, and I know that women's heads are fucked up in this society now. At this point in time, right now, why wouldn't I, take the prospect of a healthy marriage, a healthy monogamous marriage?
Well, the verdict is in. Y'all said to hell with that shit.
No captivity.
But listen, this is the thing. I think I agree with who said it in the chat? Somebody said, yeah.
Respectful STD
Antoine.
is crazy.
Antoine said, no, you might as well have an open relationship. And I agree with that. If you're gonna quote unquote respectfully cheat, and I don't think that's gonna work. I think what Glow Hardy says is correct. Respectful and the word cheating probably don't even go together. Cause cheating by nature is just disrespectful. Just cheating on a test is disrespectful. It's just cheating in general is cheating yourself out of cheating is disrespectful in general. So I don't know how you can only a woman could come up with some oxymoronic shit like that. Right?
No captivity.
I just thought about it. What you think, Hot Sauce? What you think, Gloria? That's some oxymoronic shit.
Right.
Of course,
Yeah,
bro.
Like they're before, right? She got a lot of heat for cheating on her sick husband, right? I mean, he had stage 4 and she was out here fucking. So that's why so for her it was respectful because he never knew about it. He was in a different city, but you know what I mean. Your husband's on his deathbed, you up here fucking. So that's the world we live in, man. That's the world we live in. Right, if you get sick, your wife gonna be fucking somebody else.
Look, the hot sauce, bro. Let me tell you something else.
That's scary.
You wasn't here when I was talking about my. Oh, you was here because you suggested I get counseling. Outside of me leaving the military, because that was the main reason that she left me, is because of the military. She really started not rocking with me when she started to realize that I was having health issues because of the stuff that she was putting me through and because of the military. So I definitely second that. Like that's how heartless these women are, and that's exactly why we need to talk about them the way that we're talking about them right now. That's exactly why. Because they cause these issues.
Some not all women, some, yeah.
I want to say this. I want to say this really quickly, if I can. Listen, man, because that's what I'm with Kasani, right? And I apologize if I was talking to a little bit too stern, but hey, man, most women today, honestly, man, they're not that. They're not the girl that's I'm gonna stick by you through thick and thin. I'll give you a really quick story. The first fiance, right, or the first person I was engaged to. We're in China. When I was with her, I easily made 4 times her salary. When I met her, she had like this, this entry level job. Not only did I do interview prep with her, I paid $7,000 for her to get a recruiter to help her look for a good job. I trained her on how to pass the job, right? She got the job. Then I spent another like $4 or $5 grand on getting her a whole new wardrobe for that job. A year later, I lose my job. She calls me and it's like, "Yo, God told me that it's time for me to break up with you and end the engagement. I lost my job, and now I'm in China, no job." I got holes in my shoes and shit, and she just bounced on me, and no money coming in. Family saying, "Yo, come back home." I'm like, no, I'm gonna stick it out. So long story short, many girls today, as soon as you get into any type of uncomfortable situation for them, they out, man. They out. And this girl's from Africa, Kenya, right?
So like, hot sauce, like. You know what's crazy? We've been on other panels together outside of I've seen you on other panels outside of this show. Remember? Well, you might not remember this, but there was a lot of these African women do have westernized mindsets. It's a certain. I think it's West Africa, isn't it? It's West Africa that's kind of guilty of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
mean,
So
but
like a lot of these Africans are coming over here, and they're like employing feminist ideology for their own financial benefit and for their own reputational and career benefit. You know, because I was reading this pretty much think piece that was pretty much published as a academic article, but it when you read it, it's a think piece. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like so. It's real sad, man. Like
Yeah,
it's
man.
sad.
So if you really are expecting a woman to stand by you in today's age, man, you're in a rude awakening. And I'm not even saying that to throw shade. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? That's just not the world we live in today. Because I'm not even trying to throw shade on that. Right? Just the type of world we living in today.
So is Generation Z doomed?
I mean,
I wouldn't say doom. They just hey, if we gonna say that Generation Z doomed, then we just gonna fuck around and say like this whole Western nation is doomed. This whole like the whole Western
Are you
society.
Generation Z, Glow?
No, he's millennial. He's millennial.
Yeah.
The last millennial.
I don't think he's millennial. I think
I
he's
am. I fit in. I'm the last year of the millennium.
Are you sure? Because
yeah.
Hold on, let me see.
Generation Z is like 21, 22 now. Like 18 to 22, some shit like that. 16 to 22.
So Generation Alpha is the last generation, right?
Generation Alpha, they're in like 5th grade or something like that.
Okay, yeah. Let's not talk about them.
Yeah, they're like they're grade school children. Generation Alpha, Generation Z. I think. Hold on, let me.
I think y'all wrong. Let me see.
Hey, let me say this real quick. Nah, fuck it.
No, listen. Listen. Glow is Generation Z. I'm telling you. Because, look, I'm gonna show y'all right here. He's Generation Z because
Generation
and
Z.
I'm not saying you're doomed, Glow. I'm just saying I knew you was Generation Z.
Generation Z is from 1997 to 2012.
Yeah, so Glow is Generation Z.
When were you born, Glow?
Glow is 26 years old.
97.
Okay, so you the older Generation Z. Okay.
Yeah,
right.
You like
because millennials are 96. Okay, yeah.
Bro, I'm
right.
I'm claiming millennial. No. I'm not generation.
Captivity.
Millennials still got some type of sense. No. I'm a millennial. I identify as a millennial. You feel what I'm saying? But to say that Generation Z is doomed, I would say if we would say that, then I would argue that then the whole Western society is doomed because this is the future of our nations, our Western nations. Generation Z is the future of our Western nations. So there needs to be, usually in times like this in society where things become very liberal. I forget the academic term for rampant liberalism, but there comes after rampant liberalism, there comes harsh conservatism afterwards, and then that's followed up by a period of moderation between the two, where they deal with the extreme times and they come to the middle ground, and the cycle repeats itself.
Yeah, but that's if the country still exists. I mean, we're showing telltale signs of end of a country, right? The end of an empire
Jesus,
dominance.
hot sauce, please. Jesus Christ, bro, don't say that, man. Jesus Christ.
And
We only been here for like 300, 400 years,
bro.
man.
The day of America is over, my friend. That shit is over. But that's another topic for another day. I'll let Breezy close out. But yeah, man, I'm just saying, I think men will be better off if they have a very low expectation of women today.
Oh yeah, that's how I totally agree with that, because that's exactly how I move now. And the low expectation is justified. The low expectation is justified, and the reason part of the reason or the evidence of it being justified is what we see on social media, which is exactly what Freezy just played. That's exactly what it is, man. This society this society has shown it's like you know the cat's out the bag, damn it, you know, cat's out the bag, man.
Wow, man, listen. I don't know. Tonight felt very professional, didn't it? It felt this show felt very well put together. It just felt CNN-ish a little bit.
No Cap-tivity.
And you know, and guess
I'll say
what?
C-SPAN.
Okay, I go with C-SPAN, but you know,
you know why I said that, Hot Sauce. You know why I said that.
And listen, Hot Sauce, and Glow, you guys, you guys did a great job tonight, man. You know, this was a great conversation, and also Kasani, she did a great job as well. Everybody was well spoken. It wasn't a lot of cuss words. Shout out to I think Randy somebody put in. Well, you know, it's just we did a great job tonight. And if you guys have any last thoughts, I'll let you get it off right now. No Diddy.
This one here for the thug.
Before we close out, I'm gonna start with Glow. Go ahead, Glow.
Man, Kasani, if you still out there, I apologize if I came off aggressive. I do have a. Hey, no, cause she a gem, man. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I do have parts of a boisterous personality if it scared her off or anything like that. And I'm really just showing the vulnerability that I have, because as much as harshly as I speak about women, here I am, you know, in a sense trying to qualify for one. I shouldn't really be trying to qualify because I'm already qualified, you know, like I said. It's her loss in my game. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, I'll say that about that. As far as it goes with as far as it goes with women in general, and like expecting a traditional woman, I think that if we expect that, we need to go overseas. You know, we need to go overseas. To expect it here in America or any Western society is a moot point. It is a moot point, and you just have better options. Please be, you know, cognizant of the current environment that we're in, and I would actually suggest that you be very pessimistic about it. Just as Hot Sauce has said, you know, be very pessimistic about where you are, because if you're not, your naivety is going to ruin your life, whether it be through the courts, whether it be through reputational damage, whether it be through career. Just be cognizant of your environment and have a little bit of pessimism about where you're at.
And speaking of cognizant, I do think there is an all-time high of cognizant dissonance that's going on, not just with women, but also with the young men as well, right? And that's going to also perpetuate a lot of this dysfunction as far as we're having with the broken households and whatnot. And also, it kind of answered the question: should men expect traditional women as well? Because I don't even know if they even know what to expect because of the cognitive dissonance. You understand what I'm saying? So. But,
let me say one more thing, because I think that what I could have said might have been offensive to her about saving her. I kind of meant that as a
don't go back on that shit. I'm just playing, man.
She don't need no saving. You know what I'm saying? She don't need no saving.
I'm just playing. Glow, listen, Glow. Don't try.
I know. I'm talking for me.
Don't be macho for us. Here, go get shit. Hell
no. I'm just talking for me. Okay. You know, she sounds like, I don't know what she looks like, but she sounds extremely sweet. She sounds her head is definitely screwed on straight, and she realizes the state of affairs globally, and that's just a turn on. So yes, I'm gonna shoot my shot at that. I think some women should, you know, take some notes. If you feel what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, like I hope that she didn't take offense when I said that, because she doesn't need saving, bro. She gonna find her a good man. She gonna find her a good man, and I want that for her. I really truly want that for her. I want that for any good woman. I want to say that right now. I want that for any good woman. I like to. I'm gonna tell you all why I don't like to. I used to be heavy on not complimenting women, but I'm trying to get over that, because I don't like feeling that I don't like feeling as though that I can't express gratitude for beauty, and it's because as harsh as my points and viewpoints may seem when it comes to the conversation of women, I actually do appreciate their beauty, and I don't just mean their beauty outwardly. I'm more so speaking inwardly. The outward part is just the cherry on top. But yeah, Kasani, you don't need no saving. You sound like a beautiful woman, and I just want good things for you. I'm not gonna beg for you. I'm not gonna beg for you because I don't do that. But I just, man,
Do
hey, if
you
you ever interested, hit me.
mind if
Hit
I
me.
give you some of my 12 play?
Y'all
Hey, listen,
stupid.
listen,
Y'all
listen.
stupid.
Listen, before we go there, let me see. Elevated Mind Healer asked Freezy to pull up the countries that's having the most sex. So here we go. Let's see. So if y'all
All European.
if y'all worried about if y'all want to go to the countries that's having the most sex, number 10 is Mexico. Right? That's number 10. Number 9 is Spain. There you go. Number 8 is Switzerland. There you go. Number 7 is Malaysia. There you go. Number 6 is Poland. There you go. Number 5 is Italy. Let's go. Number 4 is China. Number 3 is Russia. Number 2 is Brazil. And number 1 is, do I got it on the screen? Oh, there we go. It's Greece. Let me tell y'all something. Them white folks having sex. I'm trying to tell you.
But
Captivity.
But it's relationships, right? It's relationships. It's not like just casual sex. It's in relationships.
Right. What's your last words? The blade will never die.
Okay, so thank you, Freezy, for letting me on. Everything you heard Glow Hardy said at the last minute about appreciating a woman's beauty, don't do that shit. Y'all niggas about to get me tooed up in this motherfucker. Right? Let's not forget, Me Too is here and is undefeated. But secondly, man, everybody just have a good night. Have a fantastic week, and yeah, take care. That's it.
All right, man. Shishi. Let's get it.
This one here for the thug.
Listen. This has been a awesome show, and it was well put together, I might add. And shout out to the No Cap crew hanging out, man. Shout out to Trey Ferg. I see you, bro. Trey Ferg came through the door.
No Captivity.
Shout out to Trey Ferg in the building, man. Let me see. Make sure I don't have any more cash apps. Nope. Nobody sent a cash app since the last one, since Rural Black. Yeah. Okay. So it's time for the benediction. That's what time it is. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see if I can find a good one. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. This is a good one right here. So here's a prophecy, right? Here's a prophecy of how we were already expected, or what was to be expected in these days and times. And if you're spiritual, you already know we're living in the last days. This is what was said we should expect in these days and times. And it says, it comes to us from Proverbs. The Most High comes to us from Proverbs 6 chapter 26 verse, says, for by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hunt for the precious life. Can a man take fire in his bosom and his clothes not be burned? And what this is saying is there's going to be a lot of men being burned and taken into the bosom of these of adulterous and whorish women. Why, you ask? It's because these are the women that more men will covet and desire. It goes on to say, can one go upon hot coals and his feet not be burned? No, you cannot step on hot coals and your feet not be burned. And lastly, so he that goeth into his neighbor's wife, whosoever toucheth her shall not be innocent.
No captivity.
So I think the moral to tonight's show is, the question was, should men stop expecting traditional women? And Freezy's final answer is no. A man should not stop expecting a traditional woman like the no-cap ladies.
No captivity.
No, you will be a damn fool to stop expecting a traditional woman. As a man, you have a duty to uphold your standards. And whether you believe it or not, women still do march by the beat of a real man's drum. Yes.
How about the
Yes. They still love a real man. As Fanny P said the other night, and as Kasani said tonight, and as the other ladies in the chat are agreeing with, such as Miss Randy B. Yes. And God bless Miss Randy B, because I got her name wrong last show. And she's still with Freezy. It's because she changed it to just Randy. But we love you, Miss Randy B. I just like saying Miss Randy B. I'm sorry.
You got a nice ring to it, you know?
Yeah.
That was a beautiful proverb that you shared, and I just want you to know that your benedictions are I'm always noting your benedictions, because I'm always study the holy Bible for the rest of my life.
Man, I appreciate that, man.
Yes, sir.
Makes me know I'm not doing it in vain.
I go back when you pull them up, I write them down in my notebook, and I go into my Bible and I read about it.
Wow. Man, shut up, man.
No captivity.
All praises to the Most High.
All praises to the Most High. God is good.
That's what this show is all about, man. It's a moral standard we're going to uphold, right? We don't care about looking cool or being cool. We care about results. That's what all we care about over here. Success and results. That's it. And we're all still climbing to get to reach it. Even though, listen, we're blessed every day. We wake up every day, and don't never forget that. Don't ever forget that you have life. Don't ever forget. Don't ever forget. Don't think that you're less fortunate. No, we can walk, we can talk, we can move both of our arms. It's a blessing. Always remember that. Always stay thankful. That's the foundation to strength, life, happiness, peace, and wisdom. I want to thank the entire No Cap crew. I want to thank the early No Cap crew. I want to thank the late No Cap crew. I want to thank all the mods. And I definitely want to thank all of the top tier mods. And you know who you are. All of the top tier mods, such as Elevated Mind Healer, Miss Randy B. All of the top tier mods. Emperor, Kojak 313, of course, Yakar, of course. Yes. All of the top tier mods that's been representing in the chat. And keeping those trolls out. We have a lot of trolls. Shout out to Yvette Marie that came through. Shout out to Yvette Marie.
No Cap-tivity.
Yeah, it's because we do a great job. Next level, yes. We do a great job, man. We do a great job with keeping the chat clean and staying on task. Yeah. All of the top tier mods. I really appreciate y'all. Oh, even Zoe. Zoe. Thank you, Zoe, for telling everybody to hit that like button earlier as well. Yep. And McColl's Wellness in Motion. Man, we got some beautiful sisters here, man. Thank you.
Very beautiful.
Yeah. So we will be back tomorrow, right? We're gonna keep this train rolling. Let me tell you something. We pressing forward. They can't stop the No Cap crew. We going every day, lights, camera, action, whether we ready or not. Whether we ready or not. Huh? You want to know one of the major keys to success? Do it whether you're ready or not. Yeah. Keep it going. Keep going. Yeah, keep going. Not keep it going. Keep going. Yeah. Also, I want to thank all of the people that helped us keep the lights on. I want to thank Next Level for his $15 cash cap. Thank you, bro.
No Cap-tivity.
I want to thank Rural Black, the Crypto King, for his $7.77 cash cap. Appreciate that, bro.
No Cap-tivity.
I want to thank Embrace the Grace for a $2 super cap. Thank you, sis.
No Cap-tivity.
I want to thank Ralph Spear for his $2 super cap. Thank you, bro.
No Cap-tivity.
I want to thank The Solution Trucking Channel for his $5 super cap. Thank you, bro.
No Cap-tivity.
Last but not least, I want to thank the sponsor of tonight's show. And who's been the sponsor of tonight's show the whole time? The Black Community Whistleblower, a.k.a. BC Dub, for his $30 super cap. Yes, sir.
No Cap-tivity.
Yes. Igniting that big light. Y'all see that big ass light? That's that BCW made that happen right there tonight. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And last but not least, don't forget, man, to be a part of the No Cap campaign, all you got to do is screenshot anything that you like about this platform and share it to any one of your platforms, such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. It doesn't matter, right? Screenshot that. I meant to say share anything you like about this platform to any one of your social media platforms. And after you share it to your platform, screenshot what you did and send it to freezy76@gmail.com. That's freezy76@gmail.com. And it's in the chat. There it is. And you will officially be a part of the No Cap campaign.
No Cap-tivity.
Yes. I want to say I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And we finished kind of early tonight. And y'all know what I always say. To free yourself, you must heal yourself. And until the next time, what we is, Glow?
Out of here, man.
We out of here.
No captivity. Freezy.